consequences of my own actions.
Yeah, I just tried to let's not fight it. We'll just walk past it. Hey, just go our separate ways.
Come on, man.
No.
Like that was gonna work. Like what? Like,
Hit the back of the head.
like that. Come on.
We fist bumped the mummy on our way by. I mean, that'd be nice.
It was worth a try.
Oh my god.
Bramnir does not agree.
What happened? Bramnir left.
And the forehead returns.
And he's back, and it's fixed.
Forehead returns.
I don't know how long our stream was going yesterday, that it was just our foreheads and double chin, but
It wasn't that long.
I don't think so. Thank you, by the way, Simon or Flynn, for organizing and setting this up.
No worries.
Yes, thank you.
No thanks needed. Just get cure curse or whatever it is. That's all I care about.
A remove curse.
Remove curse, cure curse, fucking Medicaid curse. I don't care.
Magic eraser of curses.
Yeah.
Whatever helps, right?
Yeah, just do it. That's what we need to do. Just what you need to do, Nick, is you need to run up to like level 1 and just start slaughtering like every goblin up there. Just clean house, bro. We got to get you leveled up.
Classic World of Warcraft style.
Yeah, you just
killing
gotta,
boars.
Just killing boars.
Yeah, that's all you got to do is just fucking just start grinding. Just get up there, just start murdering everything you see.
Just start crafting the shit out of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up to the top and then pay a cleric that already has a spell to get it off me, and I'll come back look for you.
Well, I didn't want to mention it, but I'm pretty sure on one of us has a scroll of cure curse, because there was that we ran into a guy who was like Looney Tunes bonkers, and he was making stuff down in the dungeon somewhere, and like I remember we like helped him. This was like right about when we were playing with the ropers, and he gave us a scroll of cure curse or whatever, and we were like, oh, this is definitely going to come in handy at some point. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know who has it. I don't know whose character it was on, but we had one.
Well, I could use my meta knowledge to know that there's a place in one of the floors that would do that too. The pillars.
In which floor?
I don't remember which one it is, but it's the one with all the frozen statues. As you go out there and you say the command word, it completely cures.
Oh yeah, we
ailment.
went there. We were there.
For like, yeah.
But I didn't know about some command word. I just remember we went to like there was like a room where it was nothing but statues and stuff, and we were like, all right, let's get the hell out of here. This is kind of weird, and we just
Well, if
left.
you go in that hallway back, how you get there, it should be a room with 4 pillars. It has 4 charges. I think 3 actually, because one of them are destroyed.
Yeah,
That's
one of them was
not
destroyed.
Jumping out for me.
We were there. We were not only there,
I-
we were there for like a month ago. Like it wasn't even that long ago. We were just recently there.
I believe you. It's not coming to me right now.
Because if I remember something about Dungeons and Dragons and where we've been, it's got to be recently. Because I forget everything that's happened almost instantly.
Oh, dear.
How did we go down a viewer? Who's sitting on?
Oh, I'm not
1,
watching.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says we have 8 people sitting in our room, but they're probably all bots. I don't know why we would even have bots in our room.
Well, last week we left off. We were on the river. We just took a long rest at the side of the river, and it was unperturbed, and our guide, Azaka, has procured 2 canoes for us, which we have gratefully taken and are on our way to find out more about the mysterious curse that.
Will my fat ass fit in a canoe?
Yeah, I think we decided you can fit in a canoe.
A few.
It's a bit of a squeeze.
There's a size limitation issue. Only so many of you could be in one, and with you count as 2. So they charged you double for your ticket. You had to pay for 2 seats.
Is it like an airplane situation?
100%.
Yeah, but
Okay.
imagine the airplane is like riding like this, and you're definitely in the back of it.
It just makes the canoe look like it's going really fast.
Oh, this is a Tommy Boy situation too. God.
Yeah. With a good breeze, you'll pick up speed.
Fat man in a little coat.
How's my AC 14? I thought my AC was 17 on Flynn.
Yeah, you've got something unequipped there.
You're literally not wearing armor right now.
There you go.
Well, that's probably something I should have fucking noticed before we left the town.
You forget your armor? Be SOL for a minute, bro.
Oh shit, where's my shirt? How did I forget my shirt?
Sounds like a fun party, right?
Fucking left my pants in town.
There was tequila involved, wasn't there?
There's always tequila involved, bro.
Everyone is sunburned.
Oh yeah, and we found the dead body floating. There was like a dead body floating in the river. That was
with
right
Yeah.
before we.
with the super short arrows.
Yes.
But did you have magical armor or just studded leather?
I had something that gave me like a +2, 1 or 2. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was magical. There was some doohickey about it. I remember my AC was like somewhere around 17. That's why I'm like, how am I missing 3 points off my AC?
That would be +1 studded leather armor.
Okay, that sounds like it could be it.
17 would be +1.
Yeah.
Putting it on you now.
Thank you. Can I also get a bottle of aloe vera for these burns?
Use our herbalism kit. See if we can find some succulents.
What burns did you sustain?
No, I'm kidding. Because of the sun, we're in the jungle.
The burns. He's pasty white.
My pants on.
This is why people tune in. We
This is why
take
people tune out.
D&D
This is why.
and make it real.
Much more why they tune out.
Yeah. This guy just
Good
say
job.
his balls are burned. Let's get the fuck out of here. What's going on with critical
Are they
roll?
rolling Constitution saves on sunburns?
For testicular sunburns.
Yeah, I see all those con saves. What are those for?
I mean, if you got badly sunburned, that'd definitely be disadvantage on attack rolls. Like, you
Oh,
got
that
the
was
armor
first.
rubbing against you, and every time you try to like lunge, it's just rubbing against you. That'd be unpleasant.
Squeaky.
Can I say that during our last long rest, I changed my beast spirit to climbing?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm joining in the watch now. Righto. I do believe we are all set. How's my mic coming in?
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds great.
I don't know how it sounds on stream, but it's perfect in game.
That's the best we can hope for. I am really curious why Twitch mirrors our cameras.
I think it's Discord. I think it's actually Discord that mirrors.
Nope. It's mirrored from what's showing up on Discord.
Hmm.
No big deal. I was just curious.
Oh, I can mirror it and rotate it and myself here with the settings. I see that. So I think it's
Handy.
XSplit that's doing it, actually.
Okay. Well, all the same, it's no problem. I was just noticing that curiosity. So you pulled over to complete a long rest, and you made it through the night in the jungle without incidents. I forget, were you guys in a tiny hut for this?
Yes, and I was watching the canoes.
Yes, that's right. You were watching the canoes. The next morning, as you wake up, it is incredibly humid. As you wake up and the sun is beating down from directly overhead, and as soon as the hut dissipates, you are met with a wave of humidity and heat in the faces as you almost immediately begin sweating.
Oh, this is terrible. I'm gonna take out my endless water bottle and just start downing water.
As you're doing so, on mere seconds later, the insects come at you.
Bug repellent.
Yeah,
Bug
we bought
repellent.
bug repellent.
Activate bug repellent.
I choose you.
Slathering it on, you almost immediately repel the mosquitoes, the bot flies, and all manner of strange insects you haven't seen before. Some resembling dragonflies, 3 inches long, but behaving closer to wasps.
What the fuck are these things?
Thing of nightmares.
As they fly up to you, green and blue, buzzing with their wings, you can see their long dragon-like tail swooping over and a small barbed red hook at the end of the tail. But they are repelled by the insect repellent.
Good purchase.
It's a good purchase as
Zaka.
long as it lasts.
Are these bugs edible?
Of course.
Azaki turns and looks at them a little bit uncomfortably and says, "The big ones, yes. The smaller ones will make you quite sick. The shivering sickness will get to you if you try to eat the smaller ones."
Okay, well, hopefully nobody here has to eat bugs. Okay, we'll call that
Yes.
Plan B.
And
Or plant.
pointing at the bigger ones, she says, "It's important to cook the kwabala before you try to eat them.
Kobala. I take note of the word.
They have a venom that can leave you quite ill, but the heat burns it away."
Shall we continue down the river? I don't want to take your thunder, Azaki, but I'm eager to make haste.
I agree. We need to keep moving here.
Zaki nods and looks around and says, "I think we should continue, yes. Also, this should go without saying, but beware drinking water that is not from your bottles or the rain catchers."
What, do you need some water? Here, this never goes empty. I'm gonna hand her some of my.
She nods with approval. "The throat leeches are merciless here."
The what?
What?
Hey, throat leeches?
She nods grimly.
I take my water bottle and hold it. Death grip.
Guys, this might have been a mistake. Coming down here into the jungle.
What, you didn't want to help your friend? Look at
What
poor
did you think it
Vermeer.
would be like?
I mean,
Why didn't you just go in the bag and we'll just pop you out for air every now and then?
Flynn considers this. I'm not going to though. I'm thinking about it.
Already quite cool in there.
That's actually a good
Yeah.
idea for when we run out of bug spray. So
We have
Zaki nods. The
have
throat
quite a lot of
leeches
that.
are parasites. You cannot see them in the water, but once you drink it, they lodge in the throat and they begin to grow.
Flynn turns to Cithril.
As Cithro.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which campaign I'm in. Flynn turns to Cithril and goes, "All right, start taking notes. No eating the little bugs. No drinking the water that doesn't come out of a bottle. Anything else off the top of your head that we should know? That's just basic survival out here."
Don't separate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't split the party.
Keep hydrated. You start to get the stop sweating, drink water.
Keep
Listen to
an
everything I
eye
say.
open for the blue mist fever.
Blue mist fever. That's another new one. Care to explain?
It looks like a faint blue fog. It has no odor, no aroma, but it can swoop through. You do not want to be in it.
Okay, no stepping into colored hazy fogs. Cool.
Though I've heard magic can destroy it.
It's me.
Okay.
All right, you guys want to hop in the canoes and we'll set on out?
Yes.
Yep.
For the love of God, let's hurry out of here.
Yeah, let's get the fuck
Sure,
out of here.
yeah. Keep an eye out for whoever killed that person.
Yeah.
Lovely.
As you're clambering into the canoes, behind you, deeper in the jungle, you hear a squeal.
Like a pig squeal or like a person.
Like a child's squeal.
And that's coming away from where we want to go, or
Deeper in the jungle, yes. Behind you.
can
Shall
always.
we help
God damn it.
the child? Let's
It's
go.
clearly an animal taunting us, or a dead child. Like that child isn't going to be alive for long.
Well, can I use? Is there like a perception check or something I can do to see if it's definitely a child or if perhaps we're being baited into a trap of some kind?
Yeah, go
'Cause-
ahead and give me a perception check.
Out of all of us, we know Flynn knows children best.
Yes. He's murdered a lot of them.
See, that could be
Ooh.
taken as worse, but not much worse than the truth.
Yeah.
He's the only one with
Yeah.
kids.
I'm conflicted about that statement. I don't know what to say, but I rolled a fucking
Well,
20,
men
so
might have
lay it on
children.
me.
It certainly sounded like a humanoid, and it sounded sincere. I mean, there's only so far you can tell between a sincere scream and a staged scream, but
Yep.
it sounded panicked and it sounded in trouble.
God damn it. How far off did it sound?
Let's go.
Maybe 100 yards, maybe a little less.
Do I smell a human over there, or is it just jungle smells?
Just jungle smells. From those, like, jungle's humid. It's going to be hard to smell through that from that far away.
I'm gonna look at Bramnir and be like, all right, what do you want to do? It's not that far off. We can help, or
Let's
we can
go.
like go as in
We
get
help.
on the river, or help the child.
Let's go help this child.
Okay,
Come
fine.
on.
Let's go. We'll go help the. If you guys want to stay back at the boat, you guys more than welcome to. But Bramnir and I are gonna go help that kid.
Can't let you die by dinosaurs. The Brimmer will win the bet. I'll go with.
I have 4 more days.
I go with.
Don't worry.
I was just thinking to myself, Bramnir, how long do I have? How long do I have to
I
survive?
believe 4 days.
4 days. Okay.
If I've been keeping track.
Just gonna hold out till payday.
Yep.
Don't worry, I've still got polymorph ready any moment. And we've seen a dinosaur now.
That small child just turned into a T-Rex.
That was one way I was planning to save the child. Very effective.
Make it a survival check as you try to trudge through the jungle.
Can you roll for me, please?
Yeah, you
You're still
better
high
do it.
maintenance, Flynn.
I am, and I'm just gonna warn you guys that at around like 3 o'clock, I got purple worm today. I couldn't get
Oh.
childcare, so around 3 o'clock, I'll be in and out of my seat even more than I usually am.
No problem. I'm just teasing you. You got a 9 though.
I would like to roll that myself. No, kidding.
Anybody else wanting to try to take point? Azaki seems reticent to venture deeper.
Does anyone have better than a 0?
I have a 0, but I can't get to my character sheet.
I shall try and help. With an 8.
Dear God. Brock came through with an 18.
Woo!
Thank you, Brock.
And just a reminder, Gilgamesh is with you guys, though I'll be running him. He was very explicit. He didn't want any of your sticky fingers near his character.
Why? We're good people.
Because I think it's fair to say every single one of you operates in contrast to his personality.
Yeah, I
type.
wouldn't know how to play his character.
I
I donate all of Gilgamesh's money to
characters.
charity, and
Played
then
good characters before. Gee.
I fillet
My,
the priest. Is that what he
I just-
does? I don't know what they do.
Oh my god.
That, mostly. Yes. Very hard to get anywhere with a good character. Constantly filleting priests.
Every time you see a priest, you're like, God damn it, not again.
Good line characters are the worst.
Whole new meaning to being an altar boy.
So, what did we find?
You said it, not me.
Hopefully not a priest.
Undead priest, I feel like.
Continuing on further, you are confident you're headed in the right direction. When, after some time, you come through a clearing in the jungle about 40 meters in all directions.
Ooh. Do we see a child?
You do not immediately see a child here, but it seems as though the ground is more stone, more like limestone underneath and craggy. There's greenery growing over it, but it's clear like nothing could grow thick and tall here. And then you notice in the center there appears to be a crevice or a hole in the middle.
Okay,
the
we
pipe.
I don't see a
we
kid.
looked.
Yep, we're
Let's
good. We're
go.
good. We could go.
I walk towards the crevice.
Coming towards it, you can see that it is a circular hole that drops down to a pool of water.
All right, stop right there. This map is sick. Foundry
I
is
can't see it.
amazing. Look at this thing.
97.
Extra love to dynamic dungeons and
Oh,
towards animated dungeon maps. Thank you guys for making some great maps for me.
assume that's still land.
As you make it to about there, you can see bobbing in the water is a small corpse.
Corpse. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Child? Like corpse?
Certainly seems to be.
Mm,
Flynn is. I got to do some kind of check here. I'm gonna do an acrobatics check because I'm gonna try to do like a perfect swan dive into the water.
just as he's going in the water.
Vortex
Can I
warp it
do
out.
something? Yes, can I just warp it out as he dives in?
No, you save that warp just in case I need to be warped out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I will save the warp. I'll save the warp.
They're not using the warp.
I'm not using the warp. I'll let Flynn be the hero.
All right. Flynn, with your acrobatics check, you dive into the water, which is quite cool and the visibility is exceptionally high.
Did he forget about the parasites?
I mean, you have to drink it for the parasites.
There's other holes you can come in.
The dick leeches are in another region of Chult.
Well, there's I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my head for the next week. So I want to retrieve the body. I'm like go and see if the body is like a fresh corpse or if there's any saving of this kid.
Are you doing that in the water, or are you waiting till you get it out of the water?
I'm gonna do it in the water. Like I'm gonna take the body and look at it and kind of hold it, kind of like a lifeguard would check. I think Flynn's a very good swimmer.
Okay, so he's not a good pirate, but he's a good swimmer.
Like yeah, he's got like good pirate tendencies.
Yeah, as you do a quick check, can I get a medicine check for you? Super windy.
Uh oh.
Oh, jeez.
I'll swim to the side and try to like pass the limp child body up to one of like Brock or something. Maybe Brock can take it with his trunk or something. Reach down.
I'll climb down and get it. Climb back up.
So the small form was robed, Flynn, but as you swim down and then are checking it, you can tell that it appears to be a young Aarakocra. But after a few seconds, you manage to pass it up towards the others and pull the body out.
Is it dead or unconscious?
You can't tell in your state. Somebody else is going to need to check it.
I'll check.
Can I get a medicine check from Brock? It does appear to have expired.
While I'm checking him for like his pulse and stuff, can I secretly just steal everything he has?
It's a child. It's got like a small rattle.
Never know. They could have stole their mother's rings.
That is not the case here.
I'm gonna come over here and start digging a hole.
Is there?
I can't.
Can we
it
tell
is
what happened to it?
With that medicine check, there's no clear visible wounds on it, but it is blue in the face. It appears as though it might have drowned.
Ooh. So let's get away from the water.
Does it look old enough to fly?
It doesn't look old enough to fly, and with that examination, you suspect the feathers might have weighed it down. So it seems as though it might have been running and fell into the hole. And given that it was young and struggling to swim and weighted down from wet feathers, it was unable to keep its head above water.
Can I do an investigation of the area to see maybe which way it came from, or if there's any other, signs of other creatures being here besides us and the it?
Yeah. Can I get a perception check from you on that? While you look around, you see no visible signs of another creature having been here, but you feel a faint rumble in the limestone.
I think we should go back to the boats, right?
I mean, there's nothing more we can do for this poor creature.
I don't know. We could probably.
Off in the distance, you hear the cracking of trees and a far off roar.
Yep, time to go.
What are we doing with the body?
That's up to you. I tried to dig a hole, but the ground was too hard.
We'll take it with us. I'll sling the child's body over my shoulder and start heading back to the canoe.
Good idea. Shall we go?
Yes, I think so.
The cracking of trees is growing slowly closer. It's not rushing whatever it is, but you can hear it moving about.
I cast Eldritch Blast at a nearby tree to make a loud cracking sound. Like,
Not to be finicky, but it does actually come into application at other times. You can't actually Eldritch Blast an object.
oh. Oh,
One of the few ways that Firebolt is superior, as Eldritch Blast is creatures only.
I have
I
raised
see
my
what you're trying to
hand
do, and I.
to cast it. And then because I realize the stupidity of me trying to cast it at a non-creature, I smooth back my hair as if you were waving to somebody and then realize that it's not who you thought it was. And so then you just like scratch your neck or something.
I cast a firebolt completely for no reason at a tree.
I turn to Sethron and go slick. Nice.
Hey, spells are
I
hard.
tend to keep it cool.
Why are we doing this? These aren't dry trees, are they? I'm not going to burn the forest down doing this.
God, no, it is so humid here. It would, like a firestorm might struggle to get this place in flames.
I'll have a go. It's easy enough. Wait, is it wise to run to the canoes? Can we canoe off quickly? I don't know.
Well, we'll never
How
know
fast
until
can we
we
travel
try.
on canoe?
As you stand there firing a firebolt off towards the forest, then debating whether or not you should go towards the canoes, the cracking of the trees is growing closer, and you can start to see the tops of trees swinging to and fro off in the distance.
I'm going to take off back to the boats. I'm going to let these guys argue here. I am heading right back to the boats.
Same.
To the boats!
I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I'm going to cast polymorph on myself and turn into a giant eagle.
Ooh.
I wanted to scope it out.
You want to scope it out?
I want to know what it is.
I was going to say, you're probably the safest out of everybody. If it's like an actual predator, they probably won't eat something that's so obviously dead already.
I doubt it could reach me if I'm flying.
How high up are you flying over the treetops?
I'll go straight to 100 feet up.
Okay. Is everyone else besides Flynn holding back, or are they actually
I'm
moving off
looking
as
at.
well?
I passed Flynn going to the boat. I'm faster.
Yeah. Okay. Just clarifying who's holding back and
You ain't
who's still
you ain't
here.
faster than Flynn.
I think he
Actually,
might be,
yeah, I
but
think you are by like 10 feet a turn or something.
But you can bonus action dash.
I know.
That is the thing. Technically, Flynn can outpace you.
Yeah, but he wasn't expecting me to be a little chicken. Dinosaurs are scary.
No, I'm expecting
I'm headed back
everybody
to the
to be
boats.
afraid of fucking dinosaurs.
All right.
We killed it.
So as the others are moving back or holding back, Bramnir goes circling overhead. Can I get a perception check from you as you try to observe what's below the tree canopy?
You can. Advantage as an eagle.
You spot movement of something gray underneath. Something large and moving quickly. And then suddenly you see something large flying up from the canopy straight at you.
Ooh. Do I recognize it?
As a boulder comes sailing up into your face, as a giant eagle, does a 15 hit you?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
As this boulder slams into your eagle form, it strikes you for 36 bludgeoning damage. What's a giant
Oh,
eagle's
shit.
HP?
26. So 10 goes through.
Bramnir, no!
How
Oh
defiant.
no!
And
What's
then
the
10
range on those
increase-
boulders though? Because he's 100 feet up. It's like 120,
Its
isn't it?
its max range with disadvantage is 100.
You should have said 105.
That's why the shot was with disadvantage. As Bramnir drops out of his giant eagle form mid-air, you're weightless for a second as you're kind of continuing forwards, and then you start to streak down towards the treetops.
Correct.
I don't suppose you have Featherfall?
Not prepared. I have the spell. I didn't prepare it.
I have a question,
right.
like a DMing
Yeah.
question. So
Yeah.
if he's flying and now he's falling down to the treetops, do you measure the fall distance and damage from to the ground or the top of the treetops that he's gonna hit?
I was gonna put a save in there to see if it could reduce the damage.
Okay.
It might not. It might be worse because you could just impale yourself on a branch.
Ooh, that's true.
But yeah, I was gonna figure that out right there.
He's gonna charge the junglet.
Yeah. These are like the DM questions I like to ask. I find this shit
Very much
fascinating.
not a fixed rule, but this is one of those where it very much comes into the environment. As Bramnir is plummeting down, no useful reactions for you. Can I get a acrobatics check from you as you try to grab out at something?
Oh.
Say no.
Okay, it's not fantastic, but you do at least have the mentality to make yourself big and your hands outstretched ready to grab at literally anything on your way down, and it badly hurts one of your arms as you grab hold of something and you get the branch equivalent of rope burn, but you slow your fall just a little bit as you're going to take 8d6 fall damage.
Oh.
And you hit the ground, taking 35 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
How far have we made it? Do we hear the squelching thud of Bramnir as he collides with the ground?
I feel like
Well,
I could hear
You
him
hate
scream.
categorically, since the conversation came up, Brock and Flynn are well out of earshot as they hauled their asses back there. If anyone is in the vicinity, I would say it is Sithril, and Gilgamesh even less so, as he was more inclined to at least stay within eye shot of Bramnir while he was over there. As little as he likes Bramnir right now, he was disinclined to leave him behind like that.
I don't think he likes any of us.
But it's to varying degrees.
Well, he's
Bramnir's the
right.
one who just fireballed a temple, so he's at the bottom of his list, followed closely by Sithril for mass murder.
I'm not the worst. I'm not the
Nobody
worst.
knows.
This film is higher up for mass murder than the fireball in a temple. I would argue that's the wrong way around. But hey ho, what do I know?
I know you're jealous, Bramnir.
Hers was accidental. Yours was intentional and has the added war crime of sacrilege.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know it was accidental, but sure, whatever. I understand. Fine, he's allowed his biff. He's allowed whatever preferences he wants. He can be prejudiced against the undead. That's fine. Some of us are racist. Some of us aren't. It's a choice, you know. You can choose
Doesn't
to
even
discriminate.
remotely count as racist. That was a conscious choice.
I'm an ally, Bramnir. I don't see life force. Okay.
Gilgamesh is probably the most bigoted member of the party. We'll make a note of that.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not biased. I don't see HP.
yeah, the goodest of society usually are the most biased, so that's why playing
Thus, on the
evil
out
characters is
fringe,
so pure.
as undead
He's not even
minority.
here to defend himself.
Good. He
How
doesn't need
could
to
you
defend
defend yourself
himself.
from
Yeah, you
such
can't defend
disgusting
yourself. Yeah,
discrimination?
exactly.
Words don't mean anything. It's just power games. Come
It's
along.
like, I'm a rogue. That's kind of my whole thing.
I mean,
Sneak
Well, that
attack
is-
burn.
I'm gonna die. I've got loads of tricks. Don't worry.
I mean, you're already
as-
dead.
As you hit the ground, because of the momentum, you're some ways off from where the boulder came flying in. But you don't know how long you have or how quickly they're going to land on you. What do you do?
I'm going to. Well, am I on the floor or am I on a tree somewhere? Am I on the
You're
ground?
on the floor. It just slowed your fall.
Okay. I'm going to cast invisibility, just a basic invisibility, not greater, and wait for it to approach.
Okay. As you cast that on you, can I get a stealth check and a perception check?
Of course. Do I have advantage on stealth, I guess. It's invisible, yeah.
Yes.
I think that's how that works.
It's not, but yes.
Is it not? Sure, that's one bit. No, okay. Anyway, and perception. Ta-da.
There it is. Sorry, I had a delay on
It's just
loading
slow for some reason.
that. Do you hold still or are you moving about?
I'll move at regular pace towards where I think my friends went.
Okay. As you're carefully moving through the jungle, there is a distinct sense of quiet as you hear nothing more than the birds and the insects through here. But no sounds of a larger creature that might have hurled a freaking boulder at you. You continue on, far from perfectly, as there's the occasional crack of a dried branch underfoot as you move about. You are not too terribly far away from the hole, but you had gone some ways in search. As you're advancing, you hear the sound of running water nearby. As you continue, there's suddenly this heavy crack of thunder overhead. While the skies are still clear and sweltering, the roar of the thunder indicates that it won't be that way for very long at all. As you advance, you come upon a small babbling brook that emerges from a rock, and it goes underground only about 30 feet away, as it seems to dive underground and might even be sourcing that pool that you had encountered not far away.
Hmm.
As you do so, you hear a very loud sound of sniffing, though you see nothing.
Okay.
Hey guys, remember like 5 minutes ago we were like, we're not gonna split the party.
Well, you all left me.
I don't even know who's talking right now.
This map is really cool too.
Yeah, god damn it, man.
Yeah.
This is fucking sexy. Look at this.
Hold still. Hoping it doesn't find me. Ooh. going to try and wait
So
it
you
out.
hold still and cautiously look about. A couple of things that you notice because the water flows on back underground just over here. So a bit more than 30 feet. But you can take in a couple of sights as you see a small hole or cavern into the rock just over here. Big enough for a medium to certain large kinds of creatures. You know, something comfortable with burrowing. And you can see under the vines and heavy growth the remnants of some kind of structure here. It's hard to tell for sure, but you can see a crocodile head artistically rendered in the stone statue.
Fucking so awesome, dude.
After a couple of long pauses, you hear the rustling of trees, and you notice one tree just over this way swaying, though you don't see the creature that caused it.
I knew I should have cast telepathic bond before now.
Sithril, are you venturing into the jungle?
I was on the haul ass train to the boat.
Okay.
All right, well, can I
Howard.
say this? Can I say there's going to be like, you know that moment in Forrest Gump when he's in Vietnam and he just outruns his entire platoon and ends up like he's all alone and then he has to go back for his platoon? I'm thinking that's going to happen. Like, I'm going to realize nobody is going to be behind me other than Brock and then Sithril, like, and then I'm not going to be able to see Bramnir. So I think we should maybe stop and go back as a group until and find Bramnir. We don't want to lose him in the jungle.
Can I can I climb up a tree and see if there's any tree movement like that monster?
So you're. Well, I thought you were like gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we're all
well, if
You were gone enough that unless something very intentionally drew your attention, you wouldn't be aware that he fell. Like
I'm
something
not
would have.
I'm not
Oh,
looking
go
for
ahead.
Brimnir. I'm looking for
Got
the
it.
beast.
Okay. Yeah, you go clambering up to the tree. Can I get a perception check from you? You're some distance off, so it still might be not possible, but let's see what you can observe.
21.
You do not see any more swaying of treetops, and you feel safer.
All right, I'm gonna head back down. And let Flynn know. I don't see the branches moving anymore.
So great, complete silence. We lost him. All right, come
Lost
on.
who?
Yeah, that's the other notable thing. You don't see a giant eagle flying around. You would have seen him go up before you were out of sight, and so there's a distinct lack of eagles right now.
We go back?
Yeah, we gotta go back, man. We can't leave. We can't leave one of our own in the jungle someplace. So let's go back and kind of look for him. Which can I would know which way he was headed because I was obviously watching him. So I'm gonna head on like a direct line that he was flying into the jungle.
Bramnir, after about a full minute and a half of not moving and not hearing anything, you still see no signs of activity. Based on how little you've noticed, you've no idea if whatever creature did this moved on or if they are lying in wait. But it's been 90 seconds, 110 seconds of no sign or sound.
I think I am confident enough to drink a potion. Let me just check. I don't think that breaks invis. Just attack.
Your internet's breaking up just a little bit right now.
Type it into chat.
Okay.
Oh, that did not apply to me. Just gonna drink a health potion. But I'm going to wait, is what I'm doing. Stay invis.
So you like slowly and shakily and ever so quietly pop open a cork and quietly chug your little vial while you sit and wait.
Yes.
The rest of you, anyone who's headed back, has now made it back to the clearing, the cenote-like spot there.
Can I try to
Go ahead. Yeah.
can I try to climb back up and see if there's any more movement where we started or any broken trees?
Yep. You can repeat the process. Can I get another perception check from you? You think you see some movement more off to the left than before, some ways further off. It could just be the wind, but it looks like something's moving off in that direction.
I'm gonna come down and let Flynn know and let him decide.
Well, all right. So you saw some trees moving off in the distance. Is that what you're telling me here?
Yep.
Look, man,
And
we can't just
Bramnir, another minute has gone by.
look, man. We can't just leave him. We gotta go, and let's hustle and don't stop until we'll run like a mile that way. He couldn't have gotten far. It's only been like 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes since he disappeared. So let's just rush out there and let's say we'll run half a mile that way, and if we see him or evidence of him or whatever, we'll figure it out then. Otherwise, we'll stop and figure out a plan. And I just take off running.
I'm
You
gonna.
call out while you do so?
No, I do not. I would be running um kind of as silently as possible, I think, and because like there was the trees moving, and that's clearly there's something in the forest, so I'm not gonna willingly make myself a target. In fact, can I stealth this? I'm gonna like go stealth mode and be
It'll be
pred.
with disadvantage because you're trying to move pseudo quickly and it's dense jungle overgrowth, so you're going to be slowed down even more so.
That's fair with disadvantage. Oh wait, I rolled sleight of hand. Scratch that. Nope, never mind. I'll take that as my no. Here's my first stealth, a 28, and then my second stealth, 26. I'm gonna rub mud on my face like Schwarzenegger in Predator. I'm gonna make a natural camouflage using the jungle. And I'm gonna keep.
You should not do that because then I'll just put a predator on your ass.
Ah!
And we don't have any choppers to get away.
I don't have time to bleed. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna vanish into the greenness and lushness of the jungle and the leaves, like Homer Simpson into the hedge. I just blend into my surroundings, and I move.
Bramnir, it's been a full 3 minutes without moving more than to drink a potion.
I'm going to start walking to the statue.
Proceed. The water flowing through here, it's a more sharp drop off. It's stony ground here, and so when you come to there, it's more like the ground has broken down or eroded straight down to the water, and so there is like a 2 or 3 foot sharp drop off to the water below, and the width of it is about 10 feet.
I can't jump that.
If you clamber over to these vines here, it would just be wide enough that you can make it across.
Then I will. Have I heard any signs of anything?
Still
Before I
not a
jump.
thing.
Okay. Then yes, I will try and jump across.
With a leap, there's some sound, And you pause and you wait, but there is not a crack, not a grunt, not a sniff nearby. The stone structure is now towering overhead, about 25 feet tall in total. The bottom 2/3 is so heavily enshrouded in plant growth, vines, and leaves that it's almost undiscernible what it would look like. But that top third, towering overhead, looms like a crocodile head on a more humanoid neck, looking out all around. Its mouth sits open about 2 feet, and you can see double rows of stone teeth inside.
Does it look anyway? Well, first, is there any language or any text or anything written on it?
Nothing that you could discern. It's so heavily shrouded at your level. Even in your condition, the density of the humidity and heat is increasing at every moment to the point that you're almost dripping, not from sweat, but accumulated moisture. And the roar of the thunder is starting to build up nearby. It's
Ugh.
still, however, sunny overhead.
He's a moist lich.
The worst kind of lich.
Worst kind by
Best
far.
kind. This kind.
Ugh.
I'm going to trust that we're safe and cast sending to Flynn.
What'd you say there? You kind of broke up there. You're gonna do what to Flynn?
Cast sending to Flynn.
Okay.
I will say, lost by a statue. Creature's gone. Come find me.
And this is just like telepathic message to me.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to the telepathic bond,
Ca-
if I remember to cast it. You can reply as well.
I reply, are you paying for this by the letter? Where the hell are you, man?
I'm not wasting another spell on that. Find me. I'm gonna start ritually casting detect magic though. Or see if
As
there's
you're
anything
casting
magical.
detect magic, you see
I turn visible as well.
spilling, yes, spilling out from the mouth of this structure a faint blue haze.
Does that indicate a school to me of any sort, or is it?
No.
No, it does not.
Oh
It's
God,
a
I want to
fever,
help
bro.
him.
Oh, is it the fever?
I should have made a bigger deal about it.
I don't know if I can be affected by the fever. We'll find out.
Blue mist is pooling out. It falls gently like a slow motion waterfall and begins to pool around the ground in your vicinity. Can I get a con save for you?
You can. Natural 1.
Okay. Are you continuing on, or are you holding there, hoping that Flynn finds you?
I'm going to.
You broke up just a little bit again. Could I get that again?
Yes, I'm going to try and cast this magic on the blue folk. My back.
Okay.
spell
Yep.
magic on the fog.
Yep. As you cast it, a 20-foot radius area around you suddenly shimmers and dissipates. And you are surrounded all over, but not in it.
Weird. Okay. Is there any way back across to here safely?
Probably, yes. At that point, Flynn, up ahead, you can see the faint glow of a blue mist floating and drifting across the jungle floor.
Can I get a sense of whether it's more of like a fog or just a smaller cloud? Like, is there any way I can tell how big it is?
Distinctly fog-like, but it's only floating about 5 feet, 5 feet up.
Okay. How far
At
away is
that
it?
same, about 40, 50 feet away.
Okay.
And at that same moment, the first few droplets of water are starting to come down as you hear them land and patter on the giant leaves here.
How far away are my party? Like, where the other two are?
You're probably about 200 feet deeper into the jungle from the clearing.
Okay, Flynn's gonna head back to those two.
Are there 3 of us back here?
Well, there is now. It's
Yeah.
you, me, and Cithril.
Gilgamesh is there as well.
Oh, Gilgamesh, yeah. So I'll go back to those three.
You
As
find him?
Bramnir stands waiting, expecting Flynn to come find him, Flynn heads back to the clearing.
Guys, the blue mist. Remember the blue mist that I was saying or that our guide told us that we shouldn't be going into? It's up ahead. I don't know.
Oh.
I went about 200 extra feet that way. I didn't see anything. He's got to be right around here somewhere. He can't be too much further unless he moved from the spot he landed like some kind of undead moron.
Why don't he just transform again and fly back to us? Does he have spell slots?
You make a really good point.
Damn you and your metagaming free sending spell.
That wasn't a meta game. That was just me talking to Flynn, asking why the hell he did that.
I know.
I mean, the last time I cast Polymorph, I immediately died and fell 100 feet.
Yeah,
So,
he does not have a good
you
track
can
record with
understand-
this. There's a little bit of
I
panic
had thought
going
of
on.
that, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, I cast Polymorph once and immediately died and went down to 10 hit points. I am less inclined to immediately do it again.
Is there something I'm looking
Honestly?
for? Maybe I can get on top of the trees again?
I must have left tracks.
You left some tracks, but only pretty deep in, so they have to come up
That's fine.
across the random starting point of where your body crashed down.
What would I need? How long has it been since I sent? Has it been minutes again? Or
Yeah, it's been about
I
4
spent 10
since
minutes
you sent it.
doing the spell.
Oh.
So
Okay,
it's
you
been a while.
ritually did it, so now, yeah, it's been a while. Anyone venturing back into the jungle, are you doing so stealthily or are you trying to call out?
I'll try calling out.
Almost immediately, Bramnir, you hear Brock's voice coming from the southwest direction.
I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, if you hear me, shoot a firebolt in the air."
I shoot a firebolt in the air. Wait, do I have to target something? I target the top of the tree nearest me, I suppose.
Bramnir, Brock, you just catch a faint glow of orange and red.
I'm gonna take off that way.
Hurrying along after about 2 minutes of running, you come across the back end of this stone structure as well.
I'm gonna yell again. Brimnir, do you hear me?
I hear you. Be careful of the mist.
I'm gonna get big and try to get above the mist and keep my trunk above so I can breathe.
Like a
Oh.
snorkel? You're
Yeah.
using your elephant trunk like a snorkel? That's genius.
Okay.
So let me click on
The
that.
spelled area around me. Can I reach him? Or
The dispelled area doesn't move with you.
I mean, is he just large enough that I can get to him? I can't remember how large
Yeah,
it was.
not 20 feet, so not quite enough. All right, Brock. Just for ambiguity of knowing if it works for you or not, can I get a con save with advantage from you?
Oh, advantage.
Advantage. Ah!
Oh,
That was almost doubling that one.
It was really close to that, yeah. But however, you come around to the clearing and find Bramnir standing in the midst of it.
I'll pick him up, throw him over my shoulder. What the hell are you thinking, old buddy? And then start walking back.
Well, I found this interesting structure. Might be useful to know about.
Yeah, but like, don't take this the hard way. But you look almost more dead.
Shockingly good aim. I don't think it was a dinosaur.
What do you think it was? Did it shoot something at you?
Well, I've been a giant ape quite a lot, and that's the kind of thing I would have done as a giant ape, so something like that, maybe.
Oh, so he hit you with a rock? That must
Or
be
a boulder,
embarrassing.
yes. Yeah. I don't know, not really. I'm not often a giant eagle. They're a bit clanky.
You should have seen Flynn. He was panicking. He was like, "Where's my buddy?"
He's always panicking.
Yeah, this is more
Oh, very
unusual.
nice, though. Did the guide help at all?
No, not at all.
I would have thought they'd help you track me or something.
I figured too, but I always kept stop thinking, why didn't you turn into another bird and fly away?
Well, the last time I did, I got almost killed.
I'm gonna make my way like back my steps back to the canoes.
First, making your way back to the water of the, we will call it a cenote for accuracy. Let's see. Only Gilgamesh was holding back, I think. Is that correct?
I guess.
Seeing Brock holding Bramnir, he gives a nod and says, "The others already made their way to the canoes."
Look at that, Brimnir. They just stopped looking for you. You believe that?
Yes. Yes, Flynn is a coward. But a lovely coward.
I mean, he is the nicest of the cowards I've met.
Oh dear. Well, it was eventful.
Yeah, let's get you back to the boat and get you a little rest in.
Oh, it's a shame we just had our rest. I was really hoping we'd be able to find a dinosaur.
Trekking on for
Tomorrow,
a bit
maybe.
longer, you make it back to the river where the canoes and the rest of the party are waiting for you.
Hello, everyone. I hear you all left me to die.
Yeah, I look over at Cithril. I'm like, I expect that out of Flynn, but you?
Hmm.
I look at Cithron and I go, "Oh, they made it back. You owe me a gold piece."
I take out a gold piece and hand it to Flynn.
Can I try to snatch it out of the air?
Ooh, you want to do a sleight of hand check against me? I'll play that game.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Nope.
Woof. Woof.
I fall in the
Needless to
water.
say, yeah. Azaki looks at Bramnir and says, "What happened to you?"
Me?
He fought off a
You
giant ape.
don't
won the
pose
fight.
very
Glory.
good.
I found, you might know about these. I found a strange stone structure that was releasing that blue, mist you were talking about. Do you know anything about its origin, or who would construct such a thing? I don't know. It has an alligator head. I think, maybe the creatures were afraid of it?
Why do you think that?
No specific reason, but I was there for a while and it didn't come to investigate it. I heard it sniffing around there, but then it walked off. And I have quite an intense stench.
It is possible they were unwilling to approach it, yes. Any notion as to what attacked you?
Now, if I had to guess, and I don't know if they're native to this jungle, a giant ape, but only because I often become giant apes, and I often feel like throwing boulders when I am one. And the scarier dinosaurs that I know of don't have long arms, I don't think. So I don't know how they
How
throw
many
a boulder.
dinosaurs do you know of?
Well, I'm an academic. Every academic reads books about dinosaurs.
Can we back it
Can't
up? Did you
confirm.
say there's a stone structure in the forest emitting a blue fog?
Yes.
That doesn't sound weird, like man-made or magical or...
Yes, that's why I'm asking about it.
Okay, that's a fair point.
There's all
Oh,
manner of ruins out in these parts.
Oops.
From ancient Choltens to other creatures that might have constructed it. There are also the Batiri who live out here, and possibly even the undead.
This would have been constructed a lot before this curse came into effect.
That is true, yes.
Doesn't mean they're completely unrelated, but it's no obvious reason to suspect that this is the source of a curse. Hmm. Shall we carry on? Or do you want to look at the statues yourselves, everyone?
Um, what's the name of our guide again?
Useless.
Azaki.
Asaki?
Asaki.
Azaki.
Azaki. Have you seen more of those stone structures spread out throughout the jungle?
As I said, there's ruins all over the place.
Yeah, but they have these spouts that are spouting the blue stuff, right?
I've not witnessed them spouting it ever before.
Oh, the ruins are around. That's just we just so happen to find one with the blue crap. Okay, no, the reason I'm asking is because I figure like it's clearly made by somebody that's not naturally occurring. I've never heard of anything like that before. So I was thinking maybe we should check it out because that could be the reason why the whole curse thing is happening in the first place.
Do you wish to return back to the ruins?
I like turn and look at the party. What do you guys want to do?
Uh, you're the captain.
I'm the captain of a ship, man. I'm not the captain
you-
of the world.
You commissioned us. I mean, you're the leader.
I don't really know how long dispel magic will suppress the mist, so it would be hard to investigate it.
Okay.
With no protection
So
against the blue
let's
mist.
just move on.
But-
Let's just keep going. And
We'll make a note. We can put it on the map.
yeah, we'll
I'll
do
put
that.
it on the map.
Put like a little skull and
Alligator.
crossbones or something.
Put an alligator. Then maybe there's different animals. Maybe there's a bear one that's nice or something. Or, I don't know. Cheetah.
A little frowny face.
Yes, this one's blue and bad.
All right, we'll put that on the map. Let's head back to the canoes. Let's head downriver.
Ooh. Brock, here,
Yeah.
and I give you 100 gold. Thank you for coming to find me.
There's no need to pay me. We'll make the
I know.
captain pay me later.
Fine, I take it back. But you might want an extra healing potion if you don't have one.
I do have a healing potion. I have a potion of greater healing in my inventory. Here you go.
Thank you.
You didn't give me $100, but I'm a good person that doesn't need a reward for doing something good. And I stare right at Brock. I toss the potion over very passive aggressively.
You're a pirate. You probably stole that money to buy that. Anywho, let's go.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but let's not be holier than thou, okay? We've all done things.
I had a friend who once caused 2 animals to stampede into a crowd of people.
Yeah.
Who's that?
What friend are you talking about? That sounds familiar.
This is a long, long time ago. My memory fails me. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go.
As you get yourself situated and push off in the canoes, you've ended up, about here. And you begin sailing once more as Izaki looks around and says, "And just to be clear, I was hired to get you to the Eldani Basin.
Okay.
Scouting around with you deep within the jungle in undead territory wasn't a part of our agreement."
So how do we make that part of the agreement then? How much more you want?
Am I to understand you correctly, Exaki, that you are going to ignore the cries of children from the distant, dangerous lands of the jungle? What kind of guide are you? Who have we associated ourselves with?
One
Again,
that has
Jesus, you
spent
guys have been hanging out with Gilgamesh too much.
Yeah.
Everybody's like better than everybody
Where are
else
these
all of a sudden.
morals suddenly
Yeah,
coming from?
what is going on? Who are you people? I feel like I don't even know you.
Flint, you're the one that carried the body of the child.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Reminds me,
We
I've
can
got a lot to do
continue
when we
to
set
consider
off.
you an asshole if you'd like, but
You want to leave a child's body out there to get eaten by all the creatures around here? You want the parents to stumble upon it where eyes have been pecked out by some kind of, look up in the treetops, some kind of bird that's up there? No, I'm bringing the body with us so that we could like keep it safe until we can give it a burial or something, or maybe find its family down the river a little bit. I'm not going to leave this child to be eaten.
Yeah,
Oh, it
but
could be valuable. There might be a bounty for the body.
Yeah, and I look at Brock and I go, didn't you search the kid's corpse
yeah,
for stuff? Yeah.
I learned that from you.
Yeah.
Why
No,
are we
you
playing
did not.
morality Olympics?
No, you did not. I'm just proving y'all are full of bullshit and you need to get your shit together because nobody here is better than anybody else. We've all done stuff.
Zaki
Yes.
holds up a hand and she says, "The Erekokra of Chult have many tribes that reside deep in the forest." She nods towards that one there. That one likely wandered from its people. That is not any of our responsibility and is a sure way to die if we venture off course. I am saddened to see that it perished, but that is the balance of things for the tribes, and I would much rather live. You wish for me to lead you somewhere into the jungle proper?
Yeah, maybe it might come up. How much?
It is going to require 4 times the pay plus hazard for any encounters that we might come across.
So 200 gold plus whatever?
Plus another 20 for any every time we encounter dangers on the path.
Can we pay you 300 and not hear you bitch about not your job?
Azaki ponders for a couple of long seconds. I can work with that.
Sounds like a deal. I'll even pay the 300.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to place the child's body on the shoreline in like a respectable pose or something like that. Um, and Flynn says a few words under his breath, and then he turns around and he hops and starts pushing the canoe into the water.
Oh, okay. We take 10 minutes just to telepath up at least.
You can do it in the
We could
boat.
have saved. Can I?
Yeah.
Do I not need to row?
No. You be in
Why
my
do I
boat.
not
I'll row.
row?
Look at me!
That's
I am the
amazing.
captain now.
There's
That's three.
Look at me! Look at me! I am
Fine.
the captain now.
there's 3 of you to a canoe, so only 2 need to row. The third is like on watch and navigator.
Oh, I will officially be navigator. I will spend 10 minutes telepathing us all up. Just do it regularly. From now on, every 50 minutes.
I will paddle.
I'll pedal.
You continue paddling along. Let's see. Zaki is going to be on watch. If you're occupied casting a spell, you're not being too attentive for a while. Perception. And the rest of you are rowing, which would not leave you all too attentive either. And so that is going to be Zaki on watch. Okay, cool. You make it a full day of rowing, about 20 miles or so through the river without any other incident as you reach end of day. Over the course of that day, you've had 3 separate showers, 2 of them light and gentle, just the soft pittering of drops across the leaves and blanketing the water with ripples. One of them was torrential, though, making it downright miserable to row. So heavy it was almost a threat of flooding your canoes, but not quite, as it only persisted for about 45 minutes. At the end of the day, however, you decide to pull up alongside the shore, quite weary from the exertions, as Azaki looks around and says, "By tomorrow, we'll probably come up to Camp Righteous. There's the ruins and wreckage of an old campsite there. That should be somewhat more comfortable for making rest if we wish."
A little offense to that, but fine.
As you pull up for the night, any activities people want to get up to, you have your source of water and some rations. There's not much space. It takes you about 5 minutes just to find a clearing large enough to make a tiny hut.
I continue to make notes on my cartographer's map making kit.
Can I get
And
an intelligence check from you for that?
huh? It's hard to draw in the rain.
True. Your gear is a little soggy. With another night of bedding down in Tiny Hut, as I assume, Bramnir, can I get a perception check from you as you watch through the night? As the rest of you slumber, Bramnir, you're keeping watch all through the night, though your mind wanders every now and again. But by dawn, you've made it through. You still haven't quite gotten used to not needing sleep. It feels rather unsettling, though not putting you at risk of drifting off.
I do miss
Just
it.
as yesterday, as the hut resides, there is another blast of heat and humidity, though slightly less humidity than yesterday. And the incessant buzzing of insects and pests, almost creating like a 10-foot dome around you, not getting close enough because of the insect repellent, but still persistently following you about.
I'm never gonna get used to that.
Like, do people live in this jungle?
A great many do reside here, yes.
Crazy. Suppose there's bountiful resources, but still.
It takes generations of training and understanding to make it through the jungle well.
Hmm.
Understandings that even I can barely grasp for those who live here. They know the paths to take, the foods to eat, not just for nourishment, but to help keep the pests at bay. Where to find the safe spots for refuge. She's speaking with some admiration of this.
You'd join them if they offered any of these groups, any of these camps. You sound almost wistful for the idea of living out in this flea-infested.
Gods, no, I have no desire to, but it is impressive, with the dangers I've encountered, how someone could manage to do so. But I have learned enough to at least make my way safely along now and then. But come now, we must continue.
Well, 10 minutes, everyone. I just want to avoid a repeat. Oh, I can do it on the boat, I suppose. I'll carry on the boat. I'll do it on the boat.
Keeping the telepathic communications.
Yeah, I'll re-up it. Not during the sleep, but first thing on the boat I'll do is 10 minutes telepathic bond.
Okay. That only lasts an hour, correct?
Yeah, I do it every 15 minutes if that's okay, as long as I don't have to row or
Yep.
outside of my rowing time.
As you make your way through today, Azaki Stormfang is continuing to keep watch, sniffing about. It's a good day from her, though. After a couple of hours of rowing, she kind of subtly raises a hand behind her. And without looking back at you all, you hear her softly say, "There's creatures moving alongside us on the riverbanks."
Are they real?
What do you
What kind of
mean
creatures?
real?
I thought I was seeing blue monkeys, but I also thought that might just be me going mad.
You see her head twitch for a moment. Did you get into the blue mist?
Yes.
She nods and she says, "You have it then."
What's it? Disease?
They call it a fever, though that is not accurate. It persists in the mind and it distorts your senses. It's dangerous. Sometimes the blue monkeys are not there at all. Other times you are replacing real creatures with hallucinations of blue monkeys. It makes it incredibly hard to tell what is real and what is not.
How long does this affliction last?
Until you overcome it.
Well, I'll try my best. But I suppose that means I shouldn't be on watch for the while.
Can we all hear this? Can we hear this conversation?
Yep. Because he's on a different boat from her.
Yeah, I'm using telepathy. And
I
I'm
didn't know
showing
if it was
on the-
one way between
that's
two
right, yeah.
people versus everybody can hear
No,
what
you
everybody's
can
talking
I
about.
don't
open
know.
broadcast with telepathic bond.
Um,
I don't-
So how do we cure this blue mist
Well,
thing that
she
he's
said
got
it'd go in
going?
time.
So we just gotta wait it out, huh? There's no cure for it.
Well, I don't know. Cecil has that new fancy stick. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Okay. Well, next time we stop and we pull the boats over, we'll try and use the stick. Can I, out of the corner of my eye, see if I like see any of these creatures? Like I'm acting like I'm having a conversation or whatever. I'm looking
Mhm.
around.
Can I get a perception check from you? You ain't seen shit.
All right. Let's keep it moving then.
As you decide to continue rowing, definitely being more watchful now. You row down for a bit longer as Azaki's continuing to look about subtly side to side. Telepathically, after about an hour, she says, I think they're purebloods.
What? You think who were purebloods?
The
And
Yuan-Ti.
and what's a pureblood?
What's an
The
Awanti?
Yuan-Ti. You might call them, she says as she's continuing trying to like look casual about, not peering too much. Snake people?
What the fuck did you just say, snake people? And whereabouts are these Avanti snake people?
They have patrols all through Chult on occasion. But that is probably a good thing. They are more spies and observers than waylayers. They'll probably report back to their chieftain and much less likely to waylay us.
So we carry on as nothing is happening, I assume.
I think that is the best course for now. They are slavers, though, so you will want to be careful.
Okay, so do not get caught by the snake people or they'll make us their slaves. Got it.
Well, maybe we could just act as people interested in buying slaves. I'd buy a slave.
What
Very
the...
casually, she says, well, to be fair, they're more likely to sell you to someone else.
Yeah. I mean, we are wealthy.
The pure
We'll see, hopefully.
bloods are almost indistinguishable from humans, though. They are the least snake-like of the people. If you've ever seen a less pure, it can be quite terrifying.
The more you talk, the more terrified I'm getting.
You see, like, the edges of her mouth turn up, and she says, well, you are in Chult. It would be unusual if you are not terrified the more you learn.
You know, Flynn, once we're done with this curse, do you think we could, like, get a bunch of your slaves and just start burning this forest to the earth and
Bunch of
do
my...
away
I
with all
don't
these
have
businesses?
Interns.
slaves.
Interns, not
Yeah.
slaves.
Your interns, do you think all of your interns can just come here and just wipe it all off the face of the earth? This place
Not,
is
I mean,
just
why would we? This is, this is nice.
all
This
these
is
snake
nature.
people.
This is nature. I mean, you can't drink the water. You don't want the bugs to bite you, but beyond that, look at this fresh air. I take like a deep breath and let out a hacking cough.
Many have tried to destroy the jungle, I must tell you. Know you of the Order of the Gauntlet?
No. Tell me more.
A group of brave men and women devoted to protection and righteousness. At least they present themselves that way. They are rather fierce. They tried to rid this place of the undead by destroying all that they could find. Many clerics and paladins of Tyr, Helm, Torm made their way down here on some sort of crusade. Hundreds upon hundreds of them came through sweeping the jungle. It is fair to say it did not go well for them, as most of them were erased from memory.
Hmm. Well, who knows? I don't like it here, though.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Maybe we should, keep going.
All right, all right. We are going on. We didn't just stop the boats for this little chat. We're still
No, I
rowing.
know,
Jeez.
but I'm saying, like, we should be focused on just heading down the river. Like, okay, now we got snake people who look like humans when they're purebloods, but not apparently so terrifying when they're not. Okay, blue smoke, don't want
Alex
to go in
Flynn,
that.
you can. I'm sure you can
We got
finagle
bugs.
them. I'm sure you can use your sterling personality to do whatever you want.
You're
No
damn
one's
right I
attacking you.
can. Sound a lot like my mom right now. All right,
You're just being very prejudiced, just like Gilgamesh. I'm not. I can't stand. Just because they're snake people doesn't mean they aren't people.
are you a person?
Sure.
I don't think so.
Thought you were a lich.
I thought you were a lich,
Or
buddy.
is that not a subset of person? What's the definition of person that we're working with here?
Living?
Person is a humanoid. Undead is a different
I'm humanoid.
classification. You are not.
Oh, fine. Whatever. I identify as humanoid.
All right, cool. You're human. Let's.
Thank you.
I have to ask, like, what kind of pronoun orientation is that?
None of your business. None of
Shut
your
I am.
business.
I
You
figure that's
you may
the
not refer to me.
Quit
None of you
gatekeeping
can
being
refer to-
human, Joel.
I feel like that's the pronoun of an undead.
You may refer to me as Lord or future ruler.
Okay, now
King.
you're getting out of
I'm not
control.
doing any of
Now you're
that.
getting out of
You
control.
you may. I said you may. I said you may. You can refer to me as Bramnir if you prefer. That's my pronouns, Bramnir. Bram or Near.
How about dick or
No.
head? Let's get going.
Either. Camp righteous.
Next time I will introduce you to somebody new, I'll introduce you as Bram or Near or Bram Near, and
Or Bramfar.
remind them that you prefer to have words of affirmation to boost your ego, and you also will quite quickly jump on buying a slave.
Mithril.
I think I'm gonna introduce you as Lord of the Fortskins.
You all need to take a
Ooh.
step back. You're very focused on me. Think about how you all introduce yourselves to make a mark. You can't just go around introducing Bramnir and expecting that to be a personality. You have to find your own thing that makes you shine, that makes you unique.
Yeah,
You
like
can't just say,
Bramnir's
I'm
thing
walking
is like
around with Bramnir.
he tells you to do something horrible like buy slaves or place a large bet and cheat on the result, and then like when something goes awry, he's like, oh, it was just a prank. That's like your thing, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You all have to find a thing, an identifying characteristic. You can't just leech off others.
This whole mission is to save you. You're the center of attention.
True, but have you never heard of stories where side characters are more interesting than the protagonists? Try to aspire to that.
That's
I
true.
like being a mob
It's like-
character.
like,
Just
you
stay in the
remember
back.
Solo. I heard the story of a man, Luke, and Solo, and Solo was much more interesting than Luke. And
I pat Bramnir and I go
Cool.
like, remember when we were in Barovia? Like my thing was like I made bracelets. Everybody's got a bracelet, and I like point at your friendship bracelet.
I don't think you ever gave me a bracelet.
I gave
Did
you
you?
a bracelet.
Or maybe you didn't.
Totally did.
I gotally. I gave
Did
everybody
you give
an
Bramnir? I think you only gave
No, I
Karen
gave
had a bracelet.
everybody in our group and everybody else bracelets. Regardless, okay? That was my thing. I've got a new thing. And I like reach into my pack and I pull out like a deck of cards and I'm like, I think my new thing is gonna be close up magic. What do you think?
Can you do so?
I don't know, let's find out. Can I like fan the cards out and take a card?
Yeah, I'm. So far, you've described
Okay.
literally just
Mem-
drawing a
Okay,
card. I
alright.
think you
memorize
can
it,
do
put it
that.
back in the deck, and Flynn like shuffles, one-handed, does a little fan of the cards, and fans the cards out again. I say, is this your card? And I pull like just a random card out, and I show it to Bram. Is this your card?
Yes!
Okay, you're a fucking liar.
That's
I
amazing!
didn't even do a trick. I was just testing you to see if you would placate me. Fucking, and I just throw the cards into the water.
I was just wondering how long it could distract you from the fact that no one's rowing.
I
I've
don't
been
row.
rowing the whole time.
I'm the
I'm a
fucking
mod character.
captain. I'm the captain of
You
this
can't
shit.
row and do a card trick.
This is factually correct.
Actually, no, it's not. Yes, you can. We're just going in circles. I'm like doing a card trick with one hand, and our boat's going in circles. Down
One of the boats
Yeah.
is going in circles.
We
On a
can still
Bramir's
te-
boat, just leaving you behind. You can stop screwing around now.
Yeah, like our canoe is like run aground and like.
I think maybe we'll avoid the close-up magic.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Let's stick with the bracelets.
Cecil, how should I introduce you? Crowd killer?
Murderer
I
of
shape
children.
change.
Mass murderer?
I shape change into Bramnir, and I respond
Child
by
slayer?
saying, Bramnir, the question is, how should you introduce us?
God damn it! Now there's two of them.
Bramnir's boys.
The Wonder Twins of Matt.
Sounds like you're talking about your balls.
Fine
Is
with
that close
me.
up magic?
Never touching another deck of cards.
I'm gonna look over at
We do need a name, though.
Gilgamesh. Like these idiots.
No, that's not a good name.
Who put the Minotaur and the elephant in a single boat?
We could be the elephant in the room.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No, fine. We can workshop it.
All right, let's
No
continue.
ideas are bad ideas.
Let's continue down the river before this conversation gets any more off track.
I yell,
Ooh,
Bramnir, look!
Hey, Bramnir, you see any
Monkeys.
monkeys? Yeah.
See any rocks coming accelerated at your face?
None.
I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Yeah, you
Take
take
the
the
abuse.
insults. You take these insults.
I'm used to it. People judging me unfairly, harshly, just for my appearance.
I start
mean,
to
hard
play.
to get rid of
mutters
racism.
quietly. Not that any of you care while you were blathering, but they stopped following us.
Are you bitching up there? I remember we had a deal of no bitching.
Correction. You paid me not to bitch about something not being my job.
God, I'm gonna have to end up. She got me there.
She's like, if you want me to not bitch at all, you're gonna have to double the pay.
I can handle a little bitching. We're getting used to it with Flynn being around.
She kind of chuckles and she's like, that's what I thought.
Can I do like a thieves' cant thing to Flynn to steal my money back from her for for bitching?
Yeah, I'll respond. That just at least fucking wait till we're out of the jungle again, okay? Just gotta get
Yeah,
us.
that's not really good.
Yeah. What if she knows thieves can't? You're so fucked. See?
What will they?
What does Thieves' Camp sound like?
It's just hand signals. It's like
No, it's not that either. It's you're mixing like code words into common chat. So when you're thieves canting, you're shooting the shit between each other and slipping code words in to convey short messages into the sentences.
Definitely Cockney rhyming slang.
Yes, it's like
so
that.
You and Flynn are talking about the weather, and you're like, "Hey, pickpocket her." Into that.
Guys, you wouldn't add them in either. That's the only one I remember off the top
I
of my
like
head.
to think of it in my own world as just jazz scatting. Or just jazz scatting back and forth. But yeah,
'Cause I'm the king of the swingers.
Cockney rhyming slang is definitely probably as close as you're gonna get to what it's supposed to be.
Apples and pears is another one. I don't know what it is though. Watch, this river journey's taking a long time.
Yeah.
Literal days. Literal days. You were warned it was going to be like a week.
I didn't think forcing conversation would be that hard with everyone, but everyone just keeps bullying me.
Hey, hey, dickhead, how's the blue fever going? You still feeling bad, or is it getting better with time? How's that going?
How's this? 3 hours of silence, and I'll let you sleep in the hut tonight, all of you.
He's gonna threaten to turn the canoe around and go home if we don't stop
No, I
giving
just
him
won't let you
shit.
sleep in nice accommodations.
Fine.
Joke's on you. I don't need the hut. I'm just gonna start pouring water on him.
You're all
Hot.
dickheads.
Oh, it's happened again. We have a moist lich on our hand.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, you're
A
gonna have
moist-
a moist lich on your hand for a while, which, to be fair, makes the stench horrible because it is rotted flesh.
Is it prestidigitation? Do any of y'all have that to help with this problem?
I do.
Um, Given how
I'm not
long
going to
he's
use it.
been a lich for, oh god. There is intermittent periods of rotted flesh falling off of the body.
I'm sorry, of Bramnir's body?
Yes.
Yes. Would you like some?
Yes.
There's a little
Uh,
bag for you. Oh, by all means. Any particular part?
So-
An arm, a nose?
Every once in a while, you kind of move about, and it's so moist, like this little 1 inch long strip slides off of your ribs or something.
I'm holding back
Mm.
puking at this moment.
Anybody hungry? Bored of rations? You can make soup.
Can we kill Brimnir and just get rid of this nasty plague we have? Flynn?
You can stop bullying me.
Bramnir, can I get a con save from you, please?
Oh, is it? Yeah, sure. Oh, that went fast.
Rolling nothing but 22s.
Good news
This
is you
guy.
stop seeing blue monkeys.
Oh, I miss the blue monkeys.
And
I'm
he
sure
now-
they'll
They've been
come
on
around.
Can you polymorph now into a blue monkey since you've seen one?
I actually don't
Uh,
know.
Given they were hallucinations, I don't think they qualify as a beast, but I would let him turn into a monkey that is blue.
I'm not going to waste a spell on it, but next time I'll see if I can turn it into a blue giant ape. Just for you.
Seems like it'd be fun. I mean, I prefer pink. If you turn me into any kind of special kind of monkey.
With about an hour to go before nightfall, you come around the bend and you can see not far away signs of ruins. You see decrepit old signs of a riverside camp strewn with wreckage, as there are tents propped up but moldy and tattered. Strips, mostly. There's signs of fire around here as a number of structures have been burned away. And there's 2 decrepit, but technically intact and still floating rowboats tied off to a short dock that still seems to be standing. North of the camp, there is a stony ridge that rises up, and built into this ridge stands a stone statue 80 to 100 feet tall that appears to be like a man with a crocodile on his back.
Well, we're getting to run into a lot of crocodiles, aren't we, Brendan? Didn't that what you said the last temple looked like?
I think it was described to me as an alligator. I don't really understand if there's a difference, but yeah, it's weird. Who built this thing? Does it look newer than the other statue? Or same
Hard to
age?
say newer, but less covered in vegetation.
Hmm.
Between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading into a dark tunnel.
Ooh. Tunnel, anyone?
Secret tunnel.
Azaki
Yeah.
says, "Welcome to Camp Righteous. If you're curious what befell the Order of the Gauntlet, look no further than these ruins, as this was one of their main staging points." And this is to give you a view of what it looks like here.
Are we going in there?
Yes. My curiosity is killing me.
You coming, guide?
You're pulling up alongside the shore, because technically you were still in the boats. That was just to give you a view of it. We can pull over here for the night, as it should be relatively safe. There's old legends about an item of untold power deep within the temple. But I would be not interested in going inside.
We already
Would you be
paid
willing to
you
wait outside?
to help us.
You do not need guiding inside the temple. I've never been there.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think we
it's-
want to bring her in.
It's rather small. We call it the House of the Crocodile. As you get to about there, before you go venturing into it prematurely, looking around the wreckage of the tents and structures here, it's hard to tell how old it is, but it's more than a few years old. However, it doesn't seem like it was abandoned all that long ago.
So it looked like people were living here in the old.
For at least a few years, yes. You see lots of signs from broken crockery to some remnants of weapons and armor here in the ground, but none of it has been completely corroded away or even too terribly rusted. It is all rusted and in bad condition, but not ruined beyond all recognition. So, Azaki explains that the Order of the Gauntlet was driven from here about 6 months ago.
What drove them away?
The undead.
I'm
They
sorry,
made
the
this
what?
as- Did you not know about the undead here?
No, I mean, I kind of heard about him, but you know, like when you hear something and you don't really believe it, like you think it's probably something less bad.
They are ever present in the jungles here.
Bugs, blue mist, undead. Got it.
The Gauntlet was convinced they were stronger than any matter, which is why they did not set up much in the way of defenses. One single night, they were overrun, if the few survivors are to be believed, by hundreds upon hundreds of undead swarming them.
So you guys want to set up camp, or?
But me and Thithra were going exploring in this little tunnel, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yes?
Yeah, maybe we should set up. Maybe there's a place in there we could set up camp inside. It's easier to defend.
And they said there was an item of untold power in here.
Perhaps if we find that item, we will be closer to resolving a curse that has crossed the land.
there any indication that anyone's been here recently? Or is currently here?
Can I get an investigation check from you?
Absolutely.
I'll do one as well. Just for general stuff, what can we find out about this camp? Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Bramnir, you see some tracks through here more recently of all manner of creature type. Also, small footprints. You would suspect goblinoid, perhaps, though it's hard to tell how recently they passed through here.
Something was here recently. I was mentioned to everyone.
Yeah, probably the undead.
I
Yeah.
don't know, little creatures, possibly goblinoids. Don't forget there was that body that was tarred with, filled with little arrows or whatever it was. So maybe they were here before.
I hate goblins.
That was dealt by the grung, the frog-like folk. The Batiri
Oh,
are
they
a
probably
whole
are.
separate issue.
Well, they might be around, is what I'm saying. So, are you sure you want to be out here alone, Azaka?
Are you sure you want me to try to go inside with you?
I don't particularly. I just, you are
If
welcome to come if you're more concerned.
Yeah, we're
she
concerned for
shrugs
your
and she
health.
says, "If you wish for me to, I can."
Are you afraid? Because if we all go in there, you're gonna be out here by yourself.
She looks at you deadpan and says, "Only a fool wouldn't be afraid." There
Could
is
leave
an
Gilgamesh
ancient,
with you.
there is an ancient story about this place. She points up towards the stone structure and she says, "In the early days of the world, man stood up by the banks of a river, frightened by the running water. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, 'What troubles you, cousin man?' Man said, 'I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone, because it teems with your brethren in here.' Crocodile replied, 'It is true you would not be safe in here, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back, if you promise to return the favor.' Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him across the river safely, discouraging all of his brethren from harming him. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, 'How can I repay you, Crocodile?' To which he replied, 'I wish to see the realms of humans, but I fear to go there alone because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm.' Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise, so he carried Crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans. A journey that lasted many years. Because of this tedium and struggle that he was put through, he also swore in his anger that never again would men and crocodiles be friends. This temple was constructed, some believe, by Crocodile in anger for his treatment of that.
Sounds like the crocodile was a smart lad.
Indeed so. Crocodile did not feel it was fair to be cursed and denied friendship for simply being the wiser of the two.
Well, it's. I can see why he would curse him. He wasted his life when the crocodile did very little. But he
Unless
did
the
honor.
crocodile thought that man would be smarter.
Well, man did honor the deal, though.
And
Cool.
Crocodile had no ill will for that. As you are approaching the entrance, you can see that it is heavily blanketed with cobwebs in here. The ceiling also is draped with them, but they're hanging down and extending in front of you, obscuring your vision past it.
Is this a hole?
Yeah, it's obscuring your vision past it.
Oh, I'm gonna knock it down with my shield.
Pushing your way through with your shield, some of the strands of web are strong enough that your shield sticks to it and is kind of suspended in midair.
Can I take a torch and burn the webs?
I can do that for free.
Well, fucking do it, man.
Oh, I just ask. Jeez.
Bramnir kind
Thank
of
you,
snaps
Bramnir.
his fingers, and the wall of webs goes up with almost kind of a squealing sound that some things make when they're lit with flames. And with a whoosh, they stretch up, and a whole section of cobweb is burned away. And as you're looking through here, you do see a pit in front of you, though there are several narrow walkways of wood beams set across it.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Bramnir, as you go out across it, your beam doesn't break, but drops instantly.
Can I try to catch him?
Give me a dex save as you try to reach out and grab him.
I mean, you can't die twice, right?
I haven't.
You really can. By that logic, you never would have killed Strahd.
Nope. I miss him.
As you reach out to grab him, this beam drops from the far end, and as soon as Bramnir falls, kind of swings back up like it was spring-loaded. Bramnir, you drop 25 feet down, and as soon as you hit the bottom, what appeared to be solid was actually mud and leaves stretched across, and you feel a stabbing pain as you land on a spike that was covered with mud and leaves.
Rude.
And
You alright down there?
take 16 damage.
Fine. Stupid traps.
Bramnir!
There's two other beams of similar style.
Can I just climb up on the wall and walk over to here?
Yes, you can.
And I guess I'll light a torch too and try to burn these cobwebs away.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself across. Gilgamesh is at the entrance along with Azaki here.
I take out my rope from my pack, unwind it, and toss an end down to Bramnir.
Do you want to wait till you're on the other side to do that? Well, I suppose I'm on this side.
I
Thank
step
you.
across the beam. I attempt to. One of the two remaining.
You make it across.
Then I say to Brock, will you give me a hand here with Bramnir? And I wiggle the rope that has been strung down.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
It's a bit tight up here.
Can while Bremnir
It
is
is
climbing
quite
up,
tight here, yeah.
can I try to like peek for more traps? I'll come back down this way.
Thank you.
Can I get a perception check from you? It seems to be okay. There's more webs about 10 feet in front of you, but you don't see any problems in between here and there.
Bremnir, you want to be our tester dummy again?
Sure.
the hardest guy to heal, and you're going to have him be the one to take the damage.
That was
Don't worry,
not
I'll
me.
undo that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bramnir, as you step forward, from the walls, you hear a sudden click as a massive circular, like bandsaw blade swings out and flies at you. Can I get a dexterity saving throw?
A penitent man kneels. A penitent man kneels.
I kneel.
Unfortunately, this is a vertical blade, not a horizontal. So kneeling gets you into more trouble as you are hit for a roll. 21 slashing damage as it rips across you. However, fortunately, you only take half that as it wasn't magical.
Yes, delightful. Wait, does the falling damage get half? Never mind.
Falling damage does not get halved.
Okay.
Your resistance is to weapons, and there's a clear distinction between weapons and fall damage. Raging Barbarian takes half fall damage, but a dragon will still take the full damage from a fall.
Fair enough. Right.
So you take 10 fall damage, 10 damage from the blade.
I can't get past any of you.
You're not able to move past because each of you still has to cross this section here.
I'll put my shield up, both shields, because I have 2 now, plus 1s, and block both sides as I walk across.
Do you have Shield Master Evasion?
I do have Shield Master Evasion.
I'm trying to remember how that works. If it's a single target effect that only targets you, you get to add the shield to your dex save. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it's a dex save, so I have advantage on it, and I can use my reaction to take no damage if there's half.
In that case, as you go tanking across, can I get a dex save from you with advantage? And I guess you have 2 +1 shields? Is that what you said?
I bought one and I got one.
So you're just lumbering around with the second +1 shield?
Yeah, no one said they wanted it, so...
Bonus shield, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Gilgamesh is a 2-hander, so you handily make it across. Several blades clang into you and kind of knock you about, but your shields hold steady.
Can I just wait there and be like and people crawl under my feet to get to the other side safely?
They can gain half cover from you, which will count as a +2 to their saves.
Come on, guys.
I attempt to do that. I attempt to go across.
Okay, so Flynn, Sithril, Azaki, and Gilgamesh all have to make dex saves, and on each of those instances, Brock, you're going to need to make another one of your same circumstance. I mean, basically you need to roll double ones, but still, that's 4 for Brock. Sithril, you make it across. However, you do take half damage. Brock takes none. Lynn takes none with evasion.
Oh, double threes.
Okay.
Gilgamesh is dead.
Oh, man.
Case, Brock, from that instance, you take 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Sithril, you take... Oh, shoot, I'm clicking the wrong stuff here. Sithril takes 10. Half damage. Flynn makes it past. Sithril makes it past. No, you already did the one for Sithril. I was just going back because she took half damage. Flynn doesn't take any because he can make it with no damage.
And I gotta take one for the guide and Gilgamesh, right?
Correct. Oh. The guide gets across. I'll leave her over here as she takes 20 damage and she is barely standing.
Oh, I tried to help you there, God.
Yeah, but a 2 doesn't matter. Half cover. And then Gilgamesh is going to go across. Yikes. He also takes 21 damage. But you are all on the other side of the blade trap,
Oh, here or
We
where I'm
should left that
technically
guy
standing?
behind.
where you're technically standing. As you come past it, there is an iron grate wall here with a lock.
Eh,
Can I try to like
flame.
just force it open?
I mean, I can pick the lock.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and do that then. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag and get my thieves' tools, open it up, and slowly approach the lock.
You very slowly approach the lock.
Thieves' tools. How do I use my thieves? Is it gonna roll out? There we go. 31.
31 will do the job as there is a click and the door swings open. As you get to here, you can see the ceiling is 9 feet high as the space in front of you ascends 5 feet with a very short, like, stone ladder to get up those 5 feet.
Can I do an investigation check before anybody steps in the room for like traps or perception check or whatever?
It'll be a perception check in this case, yes.
I'm gonna look for any triggers, traps, perception.
Looking through here, you can see. Okay, there's a lot to see here. On the other side of this space, there is a wooden door with no apparent handle or latch to it. Looking through here, you can see that there is a grid shape on the floor, 4 by 4 across. Ba, ba, ba. You can also make out that there is a faintly glowing rune inscribed on that wooden door on the other side.
I'm gonna point that out to Bramnir. I'll be like, that looks like some kind of magic rune over there. So I don't know if there's definitely gonna be a trap here somewhere, but I don't know what it could
Where?
be.
There's a magic rune. There? How far away is it?
Just over, like, on this wall where the door is.
I'll chuck one of these. Is it a dispel? Don't know what it is. I assume it's bad. Do I need to roll?
You do need to roll, yes.
Oh,
Intelligence ability check.
Oh shit, this is bad, guys.
There is a momentary pause, and the rune begins to pulse and then dissipates.
I give Bramnir a high five.
Way to go. And I'm gonna come in here and climb on the wall so I'm not touching the grid. And get over to that door.
No, let do that, Brock.
No, it's a barbarian thing.
Weird. Cool.
I can even climb upside down. It's fun scaring people.
If a bipedal elephant goes upside down, will their trunk stay, like, by their chest, or will it flop down like hair does?
flops down unless I hold it up. It's kind of like your arms when you're upside down.
Oh, okay. So an elephant with a shield on each arm is like walking across the walls and ceilings.
Put one away before I started climbing, so I only have one.
Yeah, I mean, trunks are pretty muscular.
Nobody can stop me. I'm definitely Googling upside down elephant.
If you find something, I will be thoroughly impressed.
I did. Like, of course, it's an art installation, but oh my god, there's many upside down elephants. It's great. I can't share it on the stream, but if anybody here is watching, go ahead and Google it. I'm glad I did. Your algorithms can thank me later.
Can we continue?
Yeah, is the door open?
The door does not open.
Can I kick it open? Like swing down and full force double kick the door?
Okay, so Brock is on the other side. As you get closer, you could see a faintly inscribed pattern on the door.
Can I read it?
You see 4 squares etched out. And it shows a right to left diagonal ascension.
Right to left.
Mm-hmm.
So does it look like the pattern on the floor?
It looks... You only see 4 squares there. This has 16.
I'm gonna tell everything I see to Brimnir. I'm like, well, what do you think, Brimnir?
Smash it.
You also see the image that matches the statue of a crocodile on a man's shoulders.
Oh, I hate riddles.
Maybe if we stand on those certain squares that it shows, it open the door.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the most logical thing. Okay, so let's figure it out. What's the riddle here?
4 squares in a diagonal line, turn from bottom right to top left.
If we want, this could also be a short respite, 5-minute break, and everyone can mull that over while they get water and things.
I still think we just smash it, but sure.
Okay.
And for Flynn's sanity, please don't turn off your camera.
Yeah, thank you.
Too late.
And if you're just tuned into the stream right now, we appreciate it if you drop us a follow. We are making our way onto affiliate, and we need 22 more followers to do so. So we stream every Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Tomb of Annihilation is the current campaign.
And Fridays.
We just
8
started
o'clock.
on Fridays.
8 o'clock CST on Fridays with Dungeon of the Mad Mage, about halfway through it. And with that, I'll be right back.
I'ma just loiter. I'll just loiter here.
Looking at the upside down elephant.
I'm glad I Googled that. I'm glad.
Yeah, I took that bill. I figured it'd be terrifying. Look up, all of a sudden there's an elephant ready to punch you in the face.
I missed what happened there in that room with the riddle.
We haven't really done much. There's 16 tiles, 4x4, and then there was a rune that was dispelled by Bramnir. And the rune was on the door opposite where we are entering from now.
But what's the riddle we have to? Where does that come in? Is that on the tiles?
We assume, but we don't know.
No, I mean, like, what's is the riddle like sketched onto the tiles that we have to step on in a certain order, or?
As far as I know, I think we're just they're 16 plain tiles in this room. There's no
Okay.
riddle or words to it, as far as we know at this point. You guys think that we're going to fight some crocodiles? I think we're going to fight some crocodiles.
The only way to beat this riddle is to carry around a crocodile on our back.
That's what that allegory was?
I mean, I'm taking it completely literally.
Shoot, we forgot our alligators.
We'll find some,
Or is it-
or some are going to find us, that's for sure.
Is Chult the type of place with alligators and crocodiles, or one or the other?
I mean, crocodiles live in water, so I don't think. I mean, maybe it's like a Captain Hook situation.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I like how our guy's about to die.
We should have left them outside.
I like Dandy's
but
idea.
Brock's like, hey, come into this cursed temple that there's definitely going to be traps of some kind. Have you never seen Indiana Jones?
No.
You're just like,
Never.
let's bring the squishiest person we know into this situation with us. I mean, all we really
He's just
needed her
been-
for was the boats, so.
That is true. We brought the one person who knows where they're going into a dangerous place.
We can send them back out.
Dandelion says maybe you need to all make one big totem person.
We need a really long coat.
A really long coat. That took like 10 seconds for it to sink into my brain. I'm trying to go outside and sketch these feet and sell them in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a market for that in the Faerun?
What, foot people? Yeah, there's always weirdos out there. There's cat people. If there are furries in Faerun, then there's
Although it's
definitely foot people.
significantly less frowned upon here.
Yeah.
You know, with the current makeup of our party, I would definitely put the Lich on the top of the totem pole. It'd be Elephant, Minotaur, Flynn, Sithril, Lich.
Why does the elephant have to be on the bottom? Maybe he wants to be a top kind of guy.
You might crush us.
I think Bramnir would just melt.
I have 8 strength.
You have 8 strength. I do too.
I struggle with my equipment.
We both have 8 strength.
Can't carry too much gold. Thank God we got a bag of holding earlier.
So, do you think if we intimidate, like made someone hop on someone's back and then step only on the runes on the door, it'll open?
Maybe.
I don't
Keep
think Brimner
going
should
along.
try because he's nearly dead.
Approaching this space, the tiles themselves, do they have any indicators on them? Other symbols or markings?
There is no clear markings on the floor on any of the tiles.
Does anyone have a
Not-
heavy magic item?
Yeah, I got one. Hold on. And okay, so I'm guessing Brock is on the other side of the tile floor from us by the door.
Correct.
And
He's
where-
the only one on the other side.
Okay, the only one. Yeah, hold on one sec. And I'm gonna go, Azaka, come here for a second. Come here. Brock needed you to come to him real quick.
No, I didn't.
On the other side, I'm gonna use a deception check.
Surely.
Can I call in a Gilgamesh here?
Can I call? No, you leave him out of this.
Yeah,
Gilgamesh
I
would
think he would
probably
say
not.
something.
No, would
Shame
not
on
let that
me
happen.
for that.
Gilgamesh should believe him too.
Can I maybe an intelligence check or something to see if I know that the runes that's on the door is where we need to stand? Or is that not how this puzzle works?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think you need to make a check for it. Well, I mean, okay. So you think that's a good idea? Do an intelligence check to see if you feel certain it's the right idea. You think it's a good idea?
Grimnir, hop on my back.
Hey!
And I'm gonna-
So you came back to their side.
Yeah, to Grimnir. Grimnir's gonna hop on, and I'm gonna step on the squares that are on the door that I think is the.
The two of you carefully and cautiously go one step to the other to the far side.
Well, we didn't get hurt.
I'll do the same. Can we get over the wall? Is it like a wall or a door on the other side that we can't open it, can we?
There's no sign of how to open it.
About to punch it.
I mean, you did
Is
say
it a
would-
door?
Can I try to force it open?
Yeah, give me a strength check. As you wrench on it, you pull hard and you hear a click. And suddenly, flames pour out from the north and south walls at you from both directions, flooding this room with flames. And I'll need dexterity saving throws from each of you, Bremnir and Brock.
Sorry, Grimnir.
Sorry.
Right.
Bramnir's like, it's just a prank, bro.
Oh, look at that. Bramnir is being the unfair guinea pig right now as the flames are wreathing through here, and Bramnir takes 30 fire damage.
I'll cast that. That should help absorb
Absorb
elements.
elements, yeah.
Wait,
Bringing
can I?
that down to 15.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Oh wait.
What's the trigger? I can't remember what the exact trigger for it is. I think it's just
any kind of
damage,
damage you
but-
take from elemental? Yeah. Yep. No, it works fine.
Good. Thanks, Brock.
Sorry.
Uh,
I don't. You can come out. I don't know what the trick would be.
well, did he press a specific part of the door that it looked like it sunk, or could I have worked out what he did to trigger that fire from going off?
It seemed as though it triggered when he tried to yank on the door.
Okay, I'll try something.
In the meantime, do the rest of you make your way across the squares?
Well,
in the same manner?
I kind of think
I
like
wouldn't recommend it.
Flynn has like, he's a thief and he's been in situations like this before. So I'd like him to be looking for any way to figure out how this whole contraption works. Like I want to look for switches and how using his experience or whatever.
Or do
What's
you
the
do it
sim-
from the left side?
I'm gonna be
of
doing it from the
floor,
left
or-
side. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it from the left
Okay.
side to start, and then when I feel like it's safe enough, I'll move to the other side of the room. Because I
Okay,
just saw
then-
those flames come out, so I'm not in a hurry to get there.
Then give me an investigation check, and in the meantime, Bramnir, what were you gonna try?
Are they all does this all combine, or like in some way? Like, should we just be seeing this and this as some sort of combined image or something? I don't know. So because we have a
So when you came through, you had to immediately scale. So this demarks the 5-foot ascension,
right.
and the map doesn't convey it very well, but on the other side of the door is another 5-foot ascension. But in the meantime, you got to get through the door.
Yes.
Flynn, you turn up nothing, and Bramnir, you said you had an idea.
Does anything strike the Does anything strike me as magical so far? Is this some sort of a mechanical fire and lock system? Probably magical, I suppose.
I mean, you have already dispelled one glyph of warding, so there was magic there. However, this most recent part seemed mechanical.
I could try using the knock spell, but I don't really want to get set on fire again. What do you think?
I'd say try
works
it.
on
I'll
that,
protect you.
Oh yes, thank you.
It also might occur to you that the glyph was the mechanism to open the door.
It might, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
I cast knock.
There is a deafening boom that reverberates through this temple, but the door opens.
Haha, who needs riddles when you got magic?
Yeah.
That's why I never learnt riddles. Screw riddles.
Want me to open the
And
door?
on the other side of it, you can see stone ledges for you to climb up another 5-foot ascension. As you clamber up onto this ledge, there is now another door in front of you. This one is made of stone.
What do you think?
I'll catch up to
Knock-
them. I'll do the little
knock
thing
on
and
it?
Is it locked?
Flynn, as you go across the stone steps yourself, the flames spout out once more.
So was that deck save?
Yes, please. Bramnir, were you following in his footsteps? Excuse me, Sithril, were you following in his footsteps?
Yes.
Okay, I'll need a deck save from you as well. Well, with your evasion, Flynn, you fail to take any damage as you bob and weave through the flames. However, Sithril is met with 24 fire damage.
Does Bramnir have any eyebrows? Because he definitely doesn't now.
Correct. This is correct. Gilgamesh is watching this and he goes, I'm no genius, but I'm getting the feeling that the only thing you guys did different than the others was you weren't on each other's backs. He looks over at Azaka, holds out his hand, and he says, "May I have this dance?"
Wow,
And he
Gilgamesh
has-
got a lot more charismatic.
Yeah.
Harsh.
That was smooth, Gilgamesh.
And he has Azaka clamber onto his back, and he goes hopping across the squares, not triggering the flames.
Nice.
I love how 4 of you are almost perfectly fine. The guide is near death, and Bramnir is almost near death.
I'm fine.
I guess I can cure wounds, the guide. So as she comes over with Gilgamesh, I'll clap her on the shoulder and just be like, oh, you don't look so good. Here, hopefully this will make you feel better. Targeting.
You are now at the stone door.
Can I try to open it, or is there some
Can
runes
I
or traps on it?
can I investigate it first? For
Investigate.
traps.
Yeah, and I'll do the same. I'll do my perception check for any triggers or traps or loose rocks or whatever.
Go ahead. Neither of you turn up anything. The three of you don't turn up anything in the way of traps explicitly. On the door, oh, Cithril, you sneaky. You catch another glowing rune right underneath a door handle to this door. However, it does appear to be locked.
The ruin, not the ruin, the rune. What does it look like?
A glyph of warding.
Oh, okay.
Here, Flynn, hop on my back, and I'll try to open the door.
You gonna adopt them for this film? Or?
Flynn jumps up on his back.
The
I will
door
walk.
does not open. Immediately above it, though, is a small circular set of glowing runes, different from the other kinds. These are plainly visible, and they, Bramnir, with your experience, they are not a glyph of warding. This seems to be more like some kind of magical device.
But that
And-
pattern. Oh, sorry.
They're in a circle with 5 points. And can I get an Arcana check from you as you look them over? You decipher them to read as they're more like a 5-pointed star. The top point, it translates to river. And then on the right, it says crocodile, man. And then on the left, man, crocodile.
Stupid story, isn't it? Oh, so it would be.
Crocodile,
I don't
man,
know.
river, and crocodile.
I don't know whether it's, how would you enter the man was on top of the crocodile, or was the crocodile? I don't know. Crocodile
Or
was
we're
in
back
first.
at the crocodile part, because like the first part was the planks, right? And then the second part, so that'd be crocodile, man would be the second part with the blades, and then the third part was, what was it? Crocodile, man, what? River, crocodile, man. Now we're back at crocodile again for the trap set, because there's been 4 traps so far. Have you tried knocking on the
Sure.
door?
What was the spell? Sure. No one wants to try once on the magic. Okay. I don't know what will happen. I cast knock on the door.
The glyph of warding flashes. As it does so, there is another thunderous boom. And I will need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
We all good on these con saves. Except
You
Flynn.
spoke like so soon. Why couldn't you just let me roll before you open up your mouth?
As the blast of the thunder wave detonates, you are all met with a fierce explosion. And oh god, I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, it pulled me away. It is 13 thunder damage to each of you, save Flynn, who takes 26. And Flynn is also thrown off the ledge back onto the floor trap below, landing on one of the squares as flames spout out one more time. And I'll need a dex save from Flynn. And Flynn takes 12 fire damage.
On his evasion?
Hold on.
Flynn's a
Hang on,
rogue.
Dex.
He failed the save, but he takes half damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he passed.
Yeah. No.
So, Grimnir, you want to try to maybe defuse that that riddle?
I knew it was there. I could have done it before, but I just didn't see it. Let me just check if I can have this damage as well. Oh, yes. I will use another one. We could just try and solve it
That's what I mean.
instead of wasting a dispel, though.
Well, you guys are gonna have to solve this because I'm not very good at solving riddles. This is just a door with glyphs. You're the glyph expert.
I think it was right. The story is the thing. It was a crocodile man, river man, crocodile.
Yeah. So, do we have to put them in plate? Are they movable, or do we just poke in Crocodile Man, River?
Or
Man?
poke it. Someone other than I'll poke it. Why not? I'm probably gonna die.
What do you poke?
I only live once. Start with the. What do you think, crocodile?
Crocodile, yes.
As
Crocodile.
you touch the first rune of Crocodile, it glows faintly with green.
Then Man.
Man.
It also glows green, and a green line traces from the crocodile to the man.
River.
River.
Same happens,
Man.
Man.
and it follows suit.
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
And with a click, the circle of runes rotates over until it's opposite, and then there is a second click behind the stone door.
Can I try to open the door?
It creaks open. And in here, you can see a very dusty floor of a room 40 feet high and 20 feet wide in a chamber littered with bones. Webs are stretching all over, and in the center of the room, you can see a 30-foot tall stone pillar around which is coiled a narrow stone staircase.
Grimnir, can you do something about these cobwebs?
Oh, that's fireball. Sorry, one second. That's a little better.
The webs screech and squeal as they are consumed, and the whole room is burned away of the webs.
Can I look around, make sure there's no creature that created the webs lurking around?
You see no signs of webs.
Are there real skeletal remains here?
Yes.
Ooh. Can you all give me a minute? Going to do one of these. Get me some skeletons, please.
Mhm.
How many do you get? Is it just the one? I think just the one. Let me check. Learning something new, everyone.
Yes. It gives you bonuses on, if I remember right, it gives you bonuses on previously animated ones when you cast it.
Oh, so when I cast Animate Dead, I can target one additional corpse or pile of bones. This is School of Necromancy. So I'll have two skeletons, please, and they have an extra 10 hit points, and they get an extra 4 damage on attack rolls.
Nice.
You're welcome, everyone.
Want
Don't know what we're
to,
gonna do with them, but now we can send them to do stuff instead of me. Thank
maybe
you.
have one walk up the stairs first, in case.
You
Yes, that's
see
the plan.
30 steps going around this pillar here.
I'll go up, but I'm just gonna be very cautious and look at every step before I step on it.
Before you go up, then can I get an investigation check from you?
Oh no.
Okay. As you start going up the steps, you make it to the third one, and a flash of blue rune glows, and a sphere of lightning erupts all around, leaping from person to person. As Bramnir, Cithril, Brock, and the two skeletons all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh my.
This is a bad room.
Nice, Cithril.
Yes. I should cast Bardic
That's a
Inspiration.
fail. I'll pass this one.
It is a fail, yes.
Then I'll use my one chance to pass it, please.
He uses his legendary resistance.
Don't you dare make me waste on this shit. Okay, we're taking some time to heal now.
That's the third step. The third step. There's 30.
I'm just gonna hop down and climb up the wall. Fuck this.
All right, so before you do that, that is 20 damage ripping through. Let me roll for the skeletons.
Did I pass?
Brock passed, Cithril passed, Bramnir failed but passed.
Pass.
One skeleton passed, the other failed. How many extra hit points do they get? 10, you
10.
said?
Equal to
One
my
has
wizard level.
3, the other is destroyed.
What waste! Ah!
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. My bad. The other has 13. 3 and 13. They're both still
3
here.
and 13. Ah, lovely. There's
So,
13 hit points normally.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So this time I'm gonna climb the wall, then climb
It
across the
is
ceiling to
half
the top.
damage for a success, so that's 10.
Yes, I'm not down. I'm gonna use another. Wait, what was that?
As
What
Brock,
damage was that?
lightning. As
Oh, I
Brock
have.
starts to clamber up the side of the pillar, as he gets
Not to the
about
pillar of the wall.
Oh, the wall. Okay.
And then I'm gonna crawl across the ceiling to the top of it and put a rope down for everyone to climb up.
All right. As you get up high enough, you can tell set on a small stone plinth at the top of the pillar is a small object. I had it ready in Discord. I should have set it up in Foundry. There is a small metal flask.
Ooh.
Clearly ancient with inscriptions on it, though it's covered in dust, which makes it hard to make out.
So can I climb over top of it? How far is it from the top of the ceiling?
10 feet.
Ooh, so can I I'll get
So
big and then
that's what it actually looks like to everybody.
I'll
Is it not showing up for you guys? Oh, there it is. Cool. Delay on Twitch.
so I'm gonna get big and then reach down with my trunk and pick it up and then just climb back on the wall and climb back down.
Another glyph flashes that was immediately underneath the flask.
Haven't you
As
ever
that-
seen Indiana Jones? God, you're supposed to replace it with a bag of sand.
We already talked about this, and if I remember correctly, stories I hold that didn't help Indiana Jones either.
He's not wrong. And as that one flashes, every other of the undetonated glyphs flash as well. That is 3 more blasts of lightning that rips through each of you.
This flask is gonna be mine.
What flask? You're not even in the room.
That will be 3 more dex saves for everybody. And I am a little bit terrified for Bramnir right now.
Oh, I'm down for sure.
Why
You have
can't we
another
heal
low-
Bramnir?
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god!
How
What?
many nat 20s did we just hit in a row?
Wow.
And then
That
a
should
bunch
be-
of fails.
He shouldn't die just because of that.
Brock, following it
Oh
up with a
my
1. Following it up with
God.
double ones.
I could have
Hot
just
diggity dog.
left. Jesus Christ.
Are we vaporized? Are we vaporized? Ionized?
I don't know. Let's find out. Definitely past 1.
Bramnir, do you... Oh my god.
I won't die. I'll be on 2 death saves. Because I half the first one. Well, I half the first one because I have resistance to lightning. So I'll just be on 2 failed death saves.
Wow.
Or I'm dead. Wait, it's all come in one go.
No. I just rolled them out, and then I can actually open it up and divide the
Cool.
rolls.
Let's see. As long as I survive this first one, I'm not instantly dead.
22 from the first one, which is down to 5 to Bramnir.
Yes,
0
then
for
I
me,
die,
right?
and that's fine.
I take 0 from the first one, right?
Yes. 28 from the second blast.
Yeah, I take all
and,
that.
and 14 from the third blast.
So I'm on 1 failed save.
Cithril, how'd you do?
20 and a
25, so you take half and full. 10, 14, 25, 39 damage in total.
the number just kept going up. Could have stopped at 25, man. 39, did you say? Man, I know it's bad when I have to do the backwards math. And it takes a minute longer than usual.
Could never mind. So I climb down, and I'm in second wind.
Gilgamesh, Flynn, and Azaka are watching all of this from the doorway. And Brock, as you make it to there, you hear a grinding sound of stone.
Oh, I'm gonna run and try to get out and grab the door if it decides to.
As a section of stone slides away, and you see a humanoid with a crocodile head waiting in a small alcove on the other side of the wall.
We're going to kick his ass.
Oh yes, we are.
I'm mad now.
Hello?
Bramnir is on 1 failed death save at this moment.
Fuck him. Just kidding.
Holy shit.
Sorry, Brad.
That was
How
so
do you really
hard.
feel?
Not only did you volunteer him as the guinea pig for almost every trap,
This is payback for him being like, "Oh, I didn't mean to get them to gamble and cheat." We're just
Wait.
like, "Yeah, this is how you die,
Wait.
pal, in the jungle where nobody can hear you scream."
Cicero just
welcome to the
became
jungle.
the biggest murder hobo of the group.
I know, for real. So fuck him.
As soon as you see it, it steps forward, and it is clear that it is here for business. Cithril is at the top of the order.
What kind of business does a man crocodile do?
Yeah.
Let's find out, shall we?
Is it a bunch of Florida kind of business?
Florida man? Holy shit, we're fighting Florida man? There's no way we're living
my
through
God,
this.
Actually.
There's no way. It's gonna eat our face.
Do I know from previous experience whether or not I'm able to heal Bramnir with cure wounds or a healing word?
You are
You know
aware.
it does not work.
Potions
you.
do.
Yeah, give him a potion. You all have potions.
I have one, if you need it.
It's business time. I'm going to instead cast animate objects.
Bunch of bones. Is he about to
Yeah.
get boned?
He's gonna give him the
I do like a
bone.
swirl with my hands, and I Kamehana Hadouken outwards, and I go, get boned. That's a verbal component.
And you do the tiny ones?
Yes.
As you cast business time, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits on him as 4 of the stones clatter off of his person as he takes
Thank you for rolling that.
12 damage.
Bullshit. All right. And then I step backwards this way. Excuse my language, everyone. I'm terrified.
What are you talking about?
And I guess that's where I end my turn. Yeah. Because that's definitely an action. And then the animate objects will be floating directly in front of him.
The man and Crocodile raises one clawed hand, and in the corner of the room, rising up from the skeletons, appears a crocodile.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I want to make a handbag out of it.
I'll make sure you get the skin. I want some boots.
This place is terrifying.
I recognize those from last night. Get out! Get out while you can!
Yeah. Look at that awesome animation, though. That is so cool.
And the crocodile man steps up to here. Does he? Yes, he is going to provoke attacks of opportunity. Nah, no, he does not. He stays put. Now he's concentrating.
Yep.
And then in that case, I didn't add the crocodile. I have to add the crocodile.
I've played D&D for going on 3 years now. Never fought a crocodile.
Azaka looks not in the mood for this, makes her way down to the bottom, and then prepares herself as she calls out, "Somebody get on my back so we can cross this!" And so she readies the action to run across as soon as somebody clambers onto her back.
Are we running?
Oh, this is a hint.
Azaka is running. The guide is running. That is not a hint. That is a fact of what a guide would do.
I mean, Brock does have the flask, so there's no reason to even be here and fight this guy.
Lynn, it's your turn.
Oh, my bad. Didn't realize it was my turn. I hop on her back. And I say, "Giddy up!"
She promptly
Giddy up.
scurries across in the right pattern and gets the two of you across. Anything else for you?
No, I end my turn.
In that case, death save to Bramnir.
Oh shit, I forgot about Bramnir.
No shit.
I didn't. Sorry.
Don't get a 1.
One coming up.
Ooh.
Not a 1.
Holy
One.
shit.
Thanks, Flynn.
What, I'm not coming in the death room to fucking save you. Come on, man, there are 2 other people in there.
Crocodile bites at Brock.
I'm gonna
And
use
Brock-
my
Hmm?
I'm gonna use my cloud rune to have him hit the crocodile man.
He's not in reach. Oh wait, no, sorry, that doesn't. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. It doesn't require for that. Okay.
The 23 hit the Crocodile Man.
Yes, it does. He's not, however, grappled. That would just make absolutely no sense.
Yeah, but get that con save.
Ooh la la.
God.
Oh. He needs a natty one to fill that.
Brock, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like the outcome of that.
Oh ho ho ho.
You take 19 radiant damage.
All right, so I'm going to rage. I'm gonna pick tail, and then I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity, but I'm gonna run here, pick up Brimnir and put him on my back.
Oh, narrow miss. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that on you.
So Brimnir's on my back now, grappled with my tail, and I'm going to use my actual action to dash. Just to get me right there.
Whoa.
The it's 5 feet less because the Spirit Guardians is difficult terrain.
Well, I only went 35, and with my
Okay.
dash, I should have, with carrying Brimnir, 40.
All right, cool. Remind me again, where's the last 2 of your armor class coming from?
I have plate plus a +3, +2, +1 shield, which would be 3.
Which is 19.
Then I have defensive fighting and my dexterity added to my plate.
No, because the plate caps at 19.
It's half plate, so it's 19. It's 17 plus my +1 shield, which will give me 20, plus my defensive fighting style to give me 21.
Okay. Okay, I was thinking breastplate for a second.
No, I have half plate, so it's 15 plus my dexterity.
Cool. All right, Bramnir is over here with you. And Gilgamesh is going to clamber down and wait for Sithril to get on his back. Sithril?
I hop onto Gilgamesh's back, and hopefully that's a trigger for movement. And as we move,
Unfortunately, with you on his back, he can't get far enough because the hallway is full, but he can get to there, like to the edge of it. As you move, go ahead.
do I have any inclination as to how far the electrical shock that we had just endured expanded? Did it reach into the hallway?
It did not breach into the hallway.
I'd like to use my action to cast Mage Hand and have the Mage Hand put pressure onto the third step of the location here.
Nothing happens. Is a
Cool,
one and
cool,
done.
cool, cool. Bonus action I can use for animate objects for their attack, or is that an action?
Bonus action, yes, you can.
I do that on Crockman.
Oh no. Yep, they're all still standing. For ease, I don't want to roll 10 wisdom saves. For ease, they all have 1 hit point left because they are creatures inside of the Spirit Guardian, so they all take damage from it.
Understood. Okay.
But they are all still standing because if I remember right, they have 20 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits this time. Four con saves from him for that.
Ooh. Yes. Oh, wait. No, wait, no, never mind. Oh, man. Wow.
He keeps concentration, but he did take 23 damage.
I whisper into Gilgamesh's ear, mush, and then that's it.
Fly a little red flag in front of his face.
Yep. Oh man, no! I looked away and I came back, and now the croc man is right in my face.
Crocodile Man dashed down that space there. And one of you two bastards really probably should find a way to take care of Bramnir now, as Azaka has to make a wisdom saving throw. Wow! And takes 10 damage. Flynn. Oh, wait, no. Azaka does have 1 potion of healing on her for emergency purposes. She is right next to him. She is going to be the magnanimous one. Flynn, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
May I use the giant ape stats?
You may not.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You take 19 radiant damage.
What the fuck?
Oof. Bum bum bum.
And you're on Azaka's back.
Have we made it past, like, are we technically past this, I know where the blades are coming from, so can I just dexterity check and run past them and hop over here?
Oh god, yeah, you're running into the blade room again. Yep, it's gonna be a dexterity saving throw for you.
Let's fucking go!
You take no damage. However, you fall into the pit running across one of the beams.
What the fuck? I have to take the beams? I can't just use my dex save to do a backflip over this shit?
Long jump is based on your strength score, not your dex score.
That's so stupid. I'm writing a letter.
Really? Because long jumpers look like they've got pretty well developed legs. That's a strength situation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mountain can really long jump 12 feet.
Maybe.
Never know.
Long jumpers are skinny track and field kids that run cross country and whatnot. They're not muscular.
Flynn is at the bottom of the pit with 10 health left.
Fun.
Bramnir, you just wake up on Brock's back. However, I need a wisdom saving throw for you.
Okay. I'm in there. Okay.
You have resistance to radiant damage?
Wouldn't it hurt him more because he's undead?
No.
Right,
Radiant
alright.
doesn't inherently damage more. Certain creatures have
Nope.
vulnerability to it.
I do not.
You're back down.
Okay.
And liches do not have vulnerability to radiant damage.
Oh. I just thought all the dead had.
I think that's an old rule, but non-fighty.
Yeah.
The crocodile comes slithering along. It can't quite catch up to you because it had to dash, but it is there. Brock, wisdom save for you.
Oh,
Damn
nope.
it! So you have resistance, so 9 radiant damage.
I'm going to. Oh fuck!
Say,
I'm gonna wrap Azoka in my trunk, and then dash away.
Or have you dropped me, or are you still carrying me?
I can still carry you, and I can still climb the wall.
No need to climb a wall, but you make it across.
say, Flynn, it sounds like DM's mic is low in the mix. Whenever you're back to your
All right.
But
Desk.
it is half speed for you.
Yeah, I dashed, so it's 80,
Just
or it would have
clarifying.
been 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that I miss Nyx's movement speed, but here you go.
And 5 feet less because you were in difficult terrain.
Oh.
Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh has Sithril on his back. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at that. He's none too pleased by this situation as he's muttering under his breath about running away from this monster. Doesn't think it's a good idea, but he is going to do so anyways, provoking 2 attacks of opportunity. We've got the ever dangerous Crocodile first. Good. He was rolling like a monster earlier. And then Man and Crocodile is going to attack. "15 misses.
That rotten fever already.
Sorry?
The claw of rotten fever.
Mm-hmm. 10, 20. Dang me. Dashing, he can only make it to here. As all of that was difficult terrain. But he running on his basic knowledge says, "Don't you dare get off my back," as he is standing on one of the beams.
Noted. Terrifying. 25-foot drop into a muddy water here. Oof.
With spikes.
That's right, and a spike. And Flynn, if you get back to your computer at any moment, it sounds like we could bring up DM by 10%. Thank you, Orbital.
I can work on that.
I've
the
turned
game.
it up already.
Okay.
And it is much better, apparently, which is great.
Cool. Yeah, I upped my gain just marginally as well. Thanks, Orb. In that case, Sithril, it is your turn on Gilgamesh's back.
I'll stay on his back, absolutely. And then my animate objects, can those move?
They
Oh, they're close.
can. They only have a movement speed of 30 feet. Oops.
And
10, 20. As soon as they move into the Spirit Guardians, they're all destroyed, though.
Just like the bones turn to eviscerated dust falling faintly to
Exactly.
the ground. Oh my goodness! And it just coats the area with calcium. Yeah, I guess. It'd just be carbon at that point. Anyways, I cast Shield of Faith on. Wait, bonus action. I didn't cast a spell. Am I able to use Shield of Faith?
Bonus action commanded them to move.
And that counts as casting
no,
a spell?
I would say no because you gave him an instruction to attack him. No, it doesn't count as casting a spell. It didn't even count as that because you'd given in them an instruction and they continued to carry it out. So you got everything free. Sorry.
I use Shield of Faith on Flynn.
It's a bonus action. Shield of Faith, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Well, I can't use two bonus
you're fine.
actions. Never mind.
You haven't used one yet. That's
No,
what I
you
was trying to
wouldn't.
clarify.
Just so you have an action now if you wanted to use it on something.
Right.
Oh. Can I use a third bonus action? No, just kidding. I would, so I still have an action that was casting a spell, and then I guess that was a bonus action. I mean, can I use, can I see the crocodile man still?
Yes, you can.
I'll just blast. I can't target him, but I'd like to roll it.
I'll put him into view for you. Go ahead.
That's a 20 on the attack.
Yeah,
Shoot Flynn.
I'm fixing that.
Ooh,
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Flynn.
No, I fixed it.
Krill, Flynn.
Nope, that one was a crit on man and crocodile.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Those are my two beams. Psh, psh, blam, blam. They come out as a black tendril force impacting and flooding over the crocodile man.
All right. It is now his turn, and let me double check his movement. Do, do, do. He catches up all the way to here, shrouding you back in the Spirit Guardians, and he is going to reach out and strike at Gilgamesh. Slashing through Gilgamesh, he lets out a cry of pain and is going to need to make a con save. That is an impressive con save right there. Uh-oh. Azaka is over here and okay, and then she looks out and she calls out, "Where's the canoes?"
Oh, no.
They are nowhere in sight.
Flynn.
What you swearing at me for? What did I do?
I thought you could give me a potion, but you can't. Probably.
I don't have a potion. I gave my potion away already this session.
And
You only
Flynn,
have
you're
one.
I had one potion.
I thought
of
you
mine
guys
this week.
bought a bunch.
We have loads. We had like loads of.
Maybe I just
standard
deleted the
healing
whole thing
potions.
out of my inventory, but I thought I only had one.
Or
It
other
just said-
people did.
Well, I've got a few.
Flynn, you're at the bottom of the spiked pit.
Can
You
I?
can climb up, but
Yeah.
you're going to climb up into the Spirit Guardians and need to make a wisdom save, and you will go unconscious.
If I fail, right?
You will have 1 hit point if you succeed.
Good enough for me.
All right, wisdom save.
That's what I can say as well.
Oh!
Yoink! And I run all the way out
With 1 hit
Heal
point.
me!
with one hit
Grab
point.
my healing potion and heal
Oh
me.
yeah,
Just have
okay.
an action if
I'll
you
do
need bonus
that.
action,
Yeah,
dash.
I'll come out, grab a healing potion out of his thing and heal him.
Voice
you.
from beyond the grave. Bramnir, go ahead and give yourself a potion if you don't mind.
Otherwise, we're gonna die. Yeah.
I had a healer's kit. I could have stabilized you.
You were dashing.
No, I need to be up. I can't give it to myself while I'm undead. Whatever.
What if I was just like, fuck him, and I just ran to the river?
Who would
Roll
do
your
that?
death save.
That's my thing. That's my thing.
It's our thing now.
All right, Bramnir, you're conscious, flopping on Bramnir on Brock's back.
Right. Okay, let's sort this shit out. I'm going
Feel
to
that.
cast Wall of Force. Put them all in a bubble right here. I can't do a bubble, but they don't get a save, and I choose what side they go in. They're in that fucking bubble, both of them, or just the man, crocodile, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, you can't get the crocodile in the bubble.
Whatever, just the man then. And he's stuck there for the next minute.
10 minutes?
I think minute, 10 minutes. One
10
of the
minutes.
two. Sure. And I will just. Then we can all breathe. I'll never stop tolling his dead.
Brock.
Good luck, everyone.
I am going to dash again and get us three out of the way, and then drop Primnir and Azuka over here.
Okay. Gilgamesh needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
It's
And
fine. We're fine now. We're fine.
10, 20, 30 gets out to here.
That's with dash, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's difficult terrain. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that's his 30 feet. You're on your back. He's not dragging you. He'll make it to there. Sithrill, you are now safe as he can't move and you're out of range of his spirit guardian.
Can I hop off of Gilgamesh's back and book it? I run.
Can we take these boats?
They are old and decrepit. They are still technically floating right now, but they look pretty rotted and waterlogged.
Are we running? Fine. Cowards.
And there, with you arriving at the shore, out of reach of the man and crocodile, is where we're going to have to call it for tonight.
I dash, but
There
that
we go.
I do end my turn.
Good
Hey.
Alright.
session.
Critically, I'd like to know how you guys feel. Do you want to know what the thing is that you just got, or do you
I
want to
do.
wait till you find out properly?
I for sure want to
I
know.
do.
What I
I want to know. For sure. Everyone else?
Tell me more. Tell me more.
yeah, we just risked our lives for that.
Yeah. It is
Gaming.
an iron flask.
Yes.
What's an iron flask?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. It is actually amazing. This iron bottle has a brass stopper. You can use an action to speak the flask's command word, targeting a creature you can see within 60 feet of you. If the creature is native to a plane of existence other than the one you're on, the target must make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw or be trapped in the flask. Once trapped, the creature remains in the flask until released, and if you use an action to release it, it is friendly to you and obeys your commands for 1 hour.
Well, I think we need to go back in for Crocman. I think we need to capture Crocman and take him with us.
If it's been captured in there before, it has advantage on subsequent attempts to capture it.
Oh, so is that...
Tarnations.
Wow, this really felt like a milestone. in
That
it.
would be Hurricane Flynn.
What would be?
Hmm?
Also, it's
Someone's
being in the mic.
breath is coming through the
my-
mic.
No, I'm outside and it's just really windy in Vegas today.
Huh.
I'm so sorry, Mad Gilder. Yep, unfortunately, we stream Fridays, Dungeon of the Mad Mage at 8 Central, and we do this one at 2:30 Central.
Trigger.
I think we're only 20 follows away from affiliate.
But with that, I've got to duck out. Thank you so much, guys. That was a tense one there.
Nice one. Thank you.
Alright.
It was a trip. It was a trip, but thank you.
See y'all
Later.
Friday.
See ya on Friday.